Welcome into the 49ers Report live here on Chat Sports. Another NFL Sunday coming your way, and another watch party is on the docket here on the 49ers Report. I am your host, Chase Sr. Feel free to interact with me all throughout the day, all throughout the game for this monster NFC West matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And today's show presented to you by our friends at Manscaped. It's the holiday season. Treat yourself or somebody else, and your balls will thank you this holiday season if you get hooked up with Manscaped, and you can get 20% off and free shipping on the best men's grooming products by going to manscaped.com/49ers. Enter the promo code 49ers so that deal does apply. As we get closer and closer to kickoff from Seattle, huge game with a lot of NFC West implications. Let's take a look at the NFC Playoff Picture going into today. Of course, a lot of games happening right now in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. This is a monumental test for San Francisco considering what's at stake. They are sixth place in the NFC right now. They've won 3 games in a row, 4 of their last 5. Seattle, on the other hand, reeling. Is this going to be the end of Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll with the Seahawks? Potentially. They are 3-8, but they've won 14 of 16 games against the San Francisco 49ers. That's why this game is so big, because if the Niners win this one to go to 7-5, they greatly improve their playoff chances in the NFC. If they lose it and drop back to 6-6, you take a look at a lot of the other teams who were on the heels of San Francisco: Washington football team, Minnesota Vikings, Atlanta Falcons, the Philadelphia Eagles winning today against the New York Jets, Carolina Panthers on a bye, New Orleans, even though they don't have a quarterback, still in the mix as well. That's why this game is so big, and that's why we're pumped up to talk about it, cover it, and give you a watch party here on the 49ers Report by Chat Sports. Before we get to kickoff, and as we get closer and closer to the start time from Seattle, let's get the comment section popping off. We have 185 people watching live right now, only 34 likes. So right now, I want you to get your predictions in. Who you got? Type SEA for the Seahawks, type SF for the San Francisco 49ers. Make sure you get those votes in, and we'll give you some shout-outs. Mike Orduna, San Francisco. Sam Young going with the Niners. Olive Oil typing NSF. Ronald Nasado's SF. I'm being told the Detroit Lions just beat the Minnesota Vikings. Micro Mike, who does our Lions channel here at Chat Sports, going crazy right now as the Lions have officially their first win of the season. I also took them +7, so I got some money in the bank. Brian Ochoa, Nina Raul, Harold Murillo, Brian Caminati, USM Clobo, DW Bowdit, Donald Layton, all in the chat right now. Your duty for today, continue to interact with me, I interact with you, and keep that comment section popping. Predict the score now between the Seahawks and the Niners. Niners go into this game as 3-point favorites. We'll take a look at the betting odds here coming up in just a few moments, but get precise, get exact with what you think the score is going to be in one of the most hostile rivalries in the National Football League. I'll pop over to the comment section, see what the people are saying. Donald Layton, 38-14 Niners. Venom still going with San Francisco. John Wallace, what up, Chase? What up, John? Eli Nunez, 30-17 San Francisco. Ronald, 31-28. I do expect this to be a close game because these two teams know each other so well. And as I mentioned earlier, Seattle has owned this rivalry over the last several years, having taken 14 of the last 16 matchups between the Seahawks and the Niners. Ricky Fuentes, Chase my guy, San Fran baby, 28-18. If that's the case and we can get off to a nice hot start and be free-flowing to victory, we're going to be having a party here on the 49ers Report. Next up, shout out your city. We are emanating live from our Chat Sports studios in Dallas, Texas. That's where we're hanging out. Where are you hanging out as we get closer to kickoff between the Niners and the Seahawks? Let me know right now in the comments section where you are kicking it at. I know the Niner gang and those who are subscribed to the channel are spread out in every pocket of the United States of America, as well as all across the globe. Misfit, Stockton, California. I'm seeing Long Beach, Minersville, PA from Ronald Nasados. I used to cover a lot of sports and news for WNEP in Scranton, including Schuylkill County. That's where Minersville is at. Shout out to the Skook, to Ronald. Jersey, here at my house from Aunt Lou. Long Beach, California from Baby Ward. Rugby UK from RDM. Durham, North Carolina from the homie John. Puerto Rico, Venom. Los Angeles, Sam Young. Puerto Rico, Camden, New Jersey from Ruben. Patterson, New Jersey from Ariel. I'm from Philadelphia, not far away. DeMarlo Randall, Las Vegas. Portland, Oregon from Quinn Price. Puerto Rico, Venom. Hutto, Texas from Tony. Montana from John. Modesto from Mike. Ronald knows. Skook. Yeah. Speaking of the Skook, I got some Yingling chilled right here. I'll wait for a $5 super chat to pop this. America's oldest brewery, Yingling, in Pottsville, close to Minersville, just like our guy. Here's our super chat menu. $1, we'll give you a shout out. $5, beer cheers. $10 super chat, I'm going to chug a beer. $20, we have Fireball for this game because I forgot my Patron at the crib. But I also went to get more tequila yesterday at the liquor store. They were all out because I've been drinking so much of it here on the 49ers Report. $50 super chat, I will shotgun a beer. I do have a can here. I got keys in my back pocket. We want to start it off with the shotgun. Let's ride. We ain't scared. Also, 258 people watching live. I'm expecting a lot of people to tune into the 49ers Report here by Chat Sports. Last week, we had about 50,000 people join us for that Vikings game. I want to exceed that this week, and I also want to get to 46,000 subscribers. So, here's the deal. Free daily videos covering the latest 49ers news and rumors. We go live for our live shows every single Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. When breaking news happens, we have you covered within the hour, but also you get to hang out with me, and I get to hang out with all of you during our watch parties. We bring you informative, entertaining, educational football coverage, and everything that happens with the Niners, we have you covered. So make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below. Last week, we picked up more than 700 subs during our watch party. I jokingly said, we get to 45K, I'm going to take my shirt off. I had to take my shirt off because we actually got to 45K. We get to 46K. I'm not saying I'm going to take my shirt off unless the people ask for it, but man, that would be quite a monumental achievement. So for those of you watching right now, getting closer and closer to 300 people, if you aren't subscribed and you want the best 49ers coverage on YouTube, hit that red subscribe button down below. And for those of you in the chat, let other people know why they should subscribe to the channel. Nobody's built like us. Nobody does what we do. There's also this. On the field, Niners are going to be taking on the Seahawks. And I see some super chats piling in. We'll get to those here in just a bit. I want the Niners to dominate Seattle on the football field. And it has the potential of happening, even though Seattle always plays this team tough. Seattle's a really bad team. It's a great opportunity for San Francisco to end their struggles against the Seahawks, put the dagger in Seattle to end their season and possibly end the Russell Wilson, Pete Carroll era. But I also want to dominate Seattle Seahawks today here at Chat Sports in terms of subscribers. We have the bragging rights. By 22,000, let's continue to just dominate them with subs. Hit that red subscribe button down below. Let's kill Seattle on the field. Let's kill them with subs, and let's dominate the day and have a Sunday fun day. Super chats coming in. This one, $20. Can't really read the name.
Name is Olive Oil.
Olive Oil. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Let's hope there's no major injuries in this game. $20 super chat. I am going to pour a shot of Fireball. $5 super chat coming in from John Wallace. That means I get to crack my beer. I got the first on it, especially knowing we finna win. And Sam Young also coming in with the $5 super chat. Him and John were killing the game last week with the super chats. He says, go Niners. Let's pluck some feathers off of the Sea Chickens. Dominate. Say less. I got some drinking to do because those super chats are coming in. Here's a shot for Olive Oil. And I will crack my beer as well for those two $5 super chats that came in. Cheers to the Niner gang. I crack my beer. You crack your beer with me. Something we've been doing over the last several weeks. I tweet out my thoughts during the game. I tweet out highlights during the game because a lot of people who tune into our watch parties, they're international. They're somewhere in the United States where they can't actually watch the Niners play. Others go double screen with the game on the screen. watch party on their phone, tablet, or a different device, and I tweet out a lot of the highlights that transpire during games, and I ask for a retweet and a follow on Twitter. I am verified, by the way. For those of you all throughout the day who give me a follow, give me a retweet at Chase_Senior, I'll give you a shout out here on the show. I'm trying to get to 5,000 Twitter followers today. I need to pick up 300. Really been able to add a lot of followers over the last several weeks and months. Let's continue to do that. Love interacting with the Niner gang. Slide in my DMs if you want to. We can talk Niner football. We can talk about life. I've been through some things at Chase_Senior. And if you don't have Twitter, it's actually the same handle on Instagram. I'll give you a shout out there as well. Let's get the good vibes going a little bit. We're up to 366 people watching live, 88 likes. Can we get to 200 likes before kickoff? We're about 4 minutes away from kickoff. Can we get to 200 likes right before kickoff? Hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. We're at 90. I know the Niner gang always answers the bell. Answer the bell right now. Let's get to 200 likes before kickoff. And if we do, maybe I'll take another sip of beer. Let's get it. If you want to bet on this game, you can. You got to get those bets in before the buzzer. Here's the betting information for this matchup between the 49ers as well as the Seahawks. Over/under set at 49.5, and depending on what sportsbook you looked at, Niners go into kickoff 3.5-point favorites. I saw it as low as 3. I didn't end up pulling the trigger on Niners -3 because I know how these games always play out. That 3.5, that extra half point can be certainly crucial. 49.5, I'm expecting this to potentially be a low-scoring game. It's going to be cold, going to be cloudy, going to be rainy. Those conditions could lead to this game being a low-scoring matchup, but there are the betting odds for today's game. Also, want to give a shout-out to today's presenting sponsor, Manscaped, for making this watch party between the 49ers and the Seahawks possible. It's the holiday season, folks, so get yourself hooked up or get somebody else hooked up with the best men's grooming products out there. Also, the official men's grooming product sponsor of the San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle, Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo, Nick Bosa, a lot of members of this organization. They use Manscaped products, so do we, and look at me, man. I'm balling out and I'm swagged out thanks to Manscaped. You can do so as well. Get 20% off and free shipping in the process by going to manscaped.com/49ers. Enter the promo code 49ers. You have to use that link and that promo code for that deal to apply. If you're ready for kickoff, type me in the comment section. I'll give you some shout outs. We're about 2 minutes away from kickoff. Type me in the comment section if you're ready for kickoff. Also, 200 likes before kickoff, and I'm going to take another sip of beer. Ariel, Sam, Nia Beth, Venom, Jay Easley, Olive Oil, Curtis, Birdman Drug Story selling those candles. I see you, dog. Venom, Harold, Mike Honcho, Chris Orr, Righteous Right Hand, Huskio Dino, welcome back, my guy. John Wallace, he's always with us every week. Human Being, Aunt Lou, Marty Overson, Nicole and Harold Gillenwater. You know what makes me really happy? When I see a lot of people week after week tuning into the 49ers Report. We got diehard fans here on the channel. We have people who tune in every single week, people who interact with me on Twitter and Instagram. I love chopping it up with the faithful, and I love my job. A big reason I love my job, everybody here at Chat Sports, including producer Coop, but you guys make what we do extremely fun. Will Cross is in Oklahoma. Chafa's in the chat. Baby Ward the Fourth, Oscar, Birdman Drug Stories, yes sir. Niner Gang from Michael James. Chases the shit from Cameron Blake. You're the shit, my guy. Harry Gordon, Michael James, Kelvin Worth, Mike DuBois, Justin Cox, Mario. Continue to flood the chat. Let's do one more Who You Got. Let me know who you're riding with. Type SEA for the Seahawks. Type SF for the 49ers. It's prediction time because we are about to kick this game off. We are also 26 likes away from 200. I said I wanted to get to 200 likes before kickoff, and if we do, I'll take another sip of beer. In fact, I'll double down and tell you that I will chug my beer if we get to 200 likes before kickoff. Kickoff is about to happen from Seattle. We're at 180 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. San Francisco and the all-whites on the field right now. They have not kicked off. 199 likes. Mitch Wishnowski about to kick off. Are we going to get to 200? We did. Here's a beer chug before kickoff. Mitch Wishnowsky kicks it off for the 49ers. It's going to be fielded by Seattle at the goal line. Out to the 20, to the 22, and that's about it. And that's where Russell Wilson and Seattle will take over offensively. Seattle rocking their navy blue jerseys with silver pants. San Francisco going with the 75th anniversary throwbacks, the all whites. Really fresh unis. That is the uniform matchup between the Seahawks and the 49ers. We have the broadcasters talking in the booth. I'm here as a broadcaster talking to the Niner faithful. 558 people watching live, 227 likes, $30 in super chats. It's going to continue to be a party. Obviously, some of the big storylines as Seattle gets set to start their first offensive possession. Deebo Samuel, Fred Warner out for this game. Two different teams on two different paths and trajectories right now. San Francisco has won 3 games in a row, but they've lost 14 of 16 to Seattle. On the other sideline, Seattle really, really struggling as we have a Niner injury on the field. Was it Talanoa Hufanga who took a shot to the knee? That's not good considering San Francisco is really thin in that secondary. I was expecting a lot of hybrid looks. Or it might have been a neck injury for somebody else. As soon as we find out who it is, we'll let you know. But one play, one injury for San Francisco, and they're actually bringing the stretcher out onto the field, I believe. It's not Talanoa Hufanga. I see him on one knee. But the stretcher is out. A 49ers special teams player had kind of hit their helmet on the returner. There was also a multi-person collision with Hufanga coming in to make a play. We just had a $50 super chat come in. We'll get to that here in just a few moments. I just don't want to pivot to that super chat and do a shotgun for a beer while there's an injury on the field. So let's wait a second on that, and then we'll get to that super chat. I hope you all understand. I just don't want to go with something inappropriate during a pretty significant injury. I'm going to check Twitter to see who's actually down. I'm checking my Twitter to see who's hurt and who the stretcher is coming out for. It was tough to see the replay and who it exactly was. We have a 49ers player down. The stretcher is coming out for one of the special teams players for San Francisco. They kicked off to start the game, made a play, and they remain down. We're actually on commercial break right now, so we're just waiting for the game to come back. I see a lot of people throwing up their prayer emojis in the chat. Good job by all of you. TV commentator saying possible knee injury from Harold Murillo. I'm not sure if it was a knee injury because there was some contact to the head of a 49er special teams player. Let's get to the super chat from Olive Oil, 50 Bones. He said, let's get this dub. How about I do that shotgun after the opening drive of the game during the next commercial break? I just want to figure out which 49ers player is down and if it is in fact a neck or a head injury to one of the Niners players. Let's do another Who You Got, Coop. Let me know who you got. Type SEA or SF. We're in a commercial break right now. Injury timeout. So let's do some shout-outs. Wet Noodle 187 is actually at the game. He said it's quiet here. You're a real one, Wet Noodle. If you're tuned in to the watch party and you're at the game, type SEA for the Seahawks, SF for the Niners. Kelvin Worth, Niners, Rated R, San Francisco. It's Trenton Cannon down for San Francisco, a special teams player and one of their primary kick returners, 27 years old, went to Virginia State. Taking a look at the replay here, Talanoa Hufanga came around to make the tackle. Trenton Cannon then kind of leaned in to Talanoa Hufanga's knee as he attempted to make the tackle and got hit right here and his head kind of snapped back a little bit. So prayers up for him. The ambulance is actually out on the field right now. And everybody kind of just silent as this is not an ideal way to start the game. So the ambulance is out for Trenton Cannon. I just tweeted out prayers up for Trenton Cannon. Scary injury to his head/neck. Ambulance is out on the field. If you guys give me a retweet at Chase_senior and a follow, I'll give you a shout out. Let's get the good vibes going to Trenton Cannon as well as his family. Injured on the opening kickoff of the game. Ambulance is out for him. Olive oil, I didn't forget about the $50 super chat. Let's just wait a few minutes following the ambulance being out on the field to shotgun that beer. Give me a follow. Give me a retweet on Twitter at Chase_senior. And if you do, I'll be sure to give you a shout out. I just tweeted out prayers to Trenton Cannon. Ambulance out on the field for him. Went to make a tackling attempt on the opening kickoff. Kind of leaned down like this to try to grapple the returner. And as he did that, kind of missed on the tackle. Then Hufanga came around the edge and his thigh-knee area hit Trenton Cannon kind of in the head, and his head snapped back just a bit. Always a really scary injury considering how fast the game is played and, of course, the area of the body. So at Chase_senior, I'll be sending out some tweets all throughout the game. I see some follows and retweets coming in from Kim Murphy, Martin James Overson, and Got Bad Habits. Thanks to all of you for showing some love. More continue to pile in from MacDaddy149 and the Gaming Way, one of our bigger fans here on the 49ers Report. Give me a follow. Give me a retweet. I'll give y'all a shout out, trying to get to 5,000 followers today. Still in a commercial break as they try to figure out this injury situation. You got to bring an ambulance out onto the field. Of course, there's going to be a delay in action considering the severity of it. How about we predict the score right now? I'll give you some shout-outs here. I see the chat is just flowing like crazy. A bunch of prayers emojis. That's why the Niner gang is the best. Marty Overson, Sam Young, all praying for Trenton. Ted DeWitt, prayers up emoji. Brian King, what's up, Chase? Brian, what it do? Deer meat barbecue today from Justin Cox. Yo, venison might be my favorite meat, Justin. Now, is that a deer that you are harvesting? Let me know, because I'm a big fan of eating some venison. I have actually never been hunting, but over the last couple of nights, I've had a kind of a binge session watching Meat Eater with Steve Rinella, really world-renowned hunter, and been watching him kind of harvest deers. So let me know if that's what you're doing. Trenton Cannon does have some movement in his extremities. He was moving his arms as he was taken off the field by an ambulance, and that's why we are delayed to start this game. But Seattle is huddling right now. They have the ball at the 23-yard line. They're rocking their navy blue jerseys, silver letters, silver pants with the classic Seahawks helmets. San Francisco in the 75th anniversary throwbacks, all whites today with the gold helmets and the red lettering. Russell Wilson, first pass to his left to DK Metcalf. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Guess who it is? Mr. Big Play, Azeez Al-Shire. He's been so big for this defense all year long. Came up big for a TFL on first down on DK Metcalf, who's a tough guy to bring down. Second and long for Seattle. Wilson, pass over the middle. Going to be complete. Only a gain of a few, and it's Azeez Al-Shire once again in on the action for the tackle. Pass was completed to Swain. 3rd and 7 now. Type D. Give the chat the D. Big third down here. Type stop. 3rd and 7. Opening drive of the game. San Francisco looking to force Seattle into a 3-and-out. Wilson by himself in the backfield. 4 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. It's DK Metcalf on Josh Norman. Wilson going to throw quickly to his right. Doesn't go for any gain. It's Jaquiski Tartt coming up from the safety spot to make the tackle. Seattle's going to be forced to punt. 4th and 6, 3-and-out for the Seahawks. Wilson took the snap. Quick throw to his right, and Jaquiski Tartt there to make the quick tackle. Seattle will punt the ball away. Ball at the 27. They're going to run a fake punt, and Seattle's going to get it to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, and they might take it to the house. Homer, house call on a fake punt. Seattle gets on the board 6-0. What a call. 49ers had no idea it was coming, and Seattle breaks the scoreless tie by way of fake punt. 73 yards, Homer to the house. The only person back to make a tackle was Ayuk, and he overcommitted. Homer cut back inside. What a way to start this game. Longest rush from scrimmage this year for Seattle. So they take a 6-0 lead, 13-11 left in the first quarter. Couple of super chats to get to. Eddie Marcos, $5. Let's pray for him. No question about that. I'll take a sip of beer to that. Didn't forget about that shotgun from Olive Oil. Marty Overson, go Niners, go Jaguars. Yeah, let's see if the Jags can hang close with the Rams. And then Eddie Marcos with another 5-piece. Let's win for Cannon. $15 in supers. I did not forget about that shotgun. Olive Oil for that $50 super chat. I'm no fraud. We'll get to it. Just want to keep people caught up on all the action here. Almost 1,000 people watching live. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so right now. Next commercial break, I'll shotgun a beer. Justin Cox, eat what I kill. Nice, you're a hunter. That's good stuff. Travis Benjamin takes the kick out, only gets to the 15, and this game is not starting off good for San Francisco. Seattle is a team that is desperate. Seattle is a team that has to pull off 73-yard fake punts for touchdowns to even stay close in this game, and already they have the momentum. And they've really done well on special teams. Homer flipped into the end zone too. So San Francisco starts their first drive from the 15. Trent Sherfield going to be in motion. Elijah Mitchell gets the carry. Picks up about a half yard, if that, on first down. No Deebo Samuel. No Fred Warner. Big losses for the Niners without two of their best players. Elsewhere across the NFL, speaking of the Niners' next opponent next week, Cincinnati going down today 41-22 against the Los Angeles Chargers. So now you're going to get a hungry team in Cincinnati next week fighting for their playoff lives. That's why you can't lose this game to an awful Seahawks team. 2nd and 9. Garoppolo under center. Elijah Mitchell, the lone tailback. Handoff will go to him. He's got nowhere to go. It's going to be 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11 for the 49ers. Seattle had crunched the box. They knew the run was coming. San Francisco still ran it, and it went for a loss. More than 1,000 people watching live, 277 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. Subscribe to the channel as well as we get closer and closer to 46,000 subscribers. Last week, we picked up 700 subs in one day. I said at the start, I'll take my shirt off and wave it atop my head like a helicopter. We achieved the impossible. Let's do it again today. 3rd and 10. Garoppolo in the gun. 3 receivers to the left. He's looking. Can't find anybody. He's got a bunch of time. He gets tackled. Pass way too high. Falls incomplete. San Francisco's going to have to punt the football away. Jamal Adams was in coverage. I believe the pass was intended for George Kittle. Taking a look from atop. It was use check to Garoppolo's right. Kittle broke inside. Then Kittle broke outside as the play got extended and the pass was behind him. Mitch Wishnowsky gets the punt away. Seattle's going to get good field position. Ball bounced at midfield, but it got a friendly bounce for San Francisco. It started bouncing at midfield. It goes all the way down to the 24.5-yard line. That's where Seattle will take over. Earlier, we got a $50 super chat from Olive Oil. When we get $50 supers here on the 49ers Report, I shotgun beers. So, without further ado, time to shotgun another one. I also saw another super chat come in that we'll get to here in just a bit, I believe. Also, we're balling out here on the 49ers Report. You can ball out with Manscaped, the best men's grooming products and the official men's grooming product sponsor of the San Francisco 49ers. It's a holiday season and all year round. Whether it's the holidays or not, you got to keep your nether region in shape, trimmed down, because if you're scary hairy for your lady or your significant other, they don't like that. But the good thing about the Lawnmower 4.0, you can use it downstairs on your chest, your back, your beard, your hair. Interchangeable blades, of course, and a battery life that lasts forever. 20% off and free shipping only if you go to manscaped.com/49ers. All right, shotgun time.
Let's ride.
Let's ride, baby. That's why you subscribe to the channel. You see that link down below, youtube.com/49ers TV. Plug that link into a separate browser. That allows you to subscribe, or just hit that red subscribe button down below. More super chats to get into during this commercial break with San Francisco down a touchdown, 7-0. Let's not panic. We got this. Hey, I've always been a glass half full guy. Eddie Marcos is as well. Thank you for that super. Way too early to panic. The only reason why you do panic is because this game is starting like so many other 49ers Seahawks games. And you know this game is going to be like those other knock them out, drag them out, slow, physical 49ers Seahawks games. I mean, San Francisco has lost 14 of 16 to Seattle. Russell Wilson, he's owned San Francisco. And now, opening drive of the game, you think that you have momentum on your side after forcing a 3-and-out, right? And it goes for a 73-yard fake punt touchdown, and then you go 3-and-out on the opening drive. That's why people are panicking just a bit. Way too early in this game, but you do not want to fall behind to a Russell Wilson-led team, especially a team that knows this offense very well and has had San Francisco's number in the past. Throughout the game, I'll be tweeting out my thoughts. I'll be tweeting out highlights. Give me a follow and a retweet at Chase_Senior. I'll give you a shout out as DJ Jones coming through with the tackle for loss. So far, I got some shout outs to give. Ray Harris, Dylan Peterson, John Wallace, Wendell Waldron, Matt, The Gaming Way, Kim Murphy, Joey Dreda, Brian, K215. Shane Shoshone, thank you for the retweets and the follows, my people. 2nd and 15 for Seattle. Wilson in the gun, sends a man in motion. It's Everett. Has a back to his left, 2 receivers to his right. Quick pass to his right. It's going to be Everett. He fumbles a football, ball out. San Francisco has it. Seattle fumbles the football. San Francisco recovers, and they're going to take over in plus territory. Emmanuel Mosley on the recovery. And the 49ers posing as a defense at the back of the end zone. Who was it who forced it? It was DJ Jones on the fumble force. Type your LFGs in the chat. Type your LFGs. Verrett went in motion. Wilson threw it quickly to his right. DJ Jones came over from the defensive tackle spot to punch the ball out on the perimeter, and Emmanuel Mosley recovered it. San Francisco, ball at the 24. Garoppolo sends Elijah Mitchell in motion. Looks right, looks center, pass into the end zone, caught, touchdown, George Kittle. What a response from the Niners. One play, one score, one extra point away from this game being tied up. Type TD in the chat. That right there, folks, is championship level football, and that championship level football is what we've seen from San Francisco over the last month and change. You force a fumble, you have the mental resolve to come back after a 73-yard punt return for a touchdown, you recover that fumble, and in one play, it's Jimmy Garoppolo to George Kittle. Type your TDs. Show me the TDs as well. Truth TD, Niabeth TD, Frederick TD, Randy Dalton, Young Mello, Venom, Trippy Asian Kid, George, John, Ricardo, Patrick, Baby, Misfit, Birdman Drugstores, The Candleman, Master Plumber, DHA Dukes, Young Mello typing nice response. Great response right there. And if you watch the 49ers report, this is why you subscribe to the channel. During our 49ers Seahawks preview, one of my 5 keys to the game: get George Kittle involved without Deebo Samuel. Use him often, especially on seam routes. Target Jamal Adams, who's bad in coverage. And what do you know? Jimmy Garoppolo to George Kittle right down the seam. Kittle, touchdown. 1,100 people watching live. I know all of you aren't subscribed to the channel, but if you want free daily videos covering everything that happens with this franchise, hit that red subscribe button down below. We do watch parties like this, where last week 50,000 people joined us. I think we're going to overtake that number today. News, rumors, breaking news, live shows every Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. Hit that red subscribe button down below. Good job by Coop for updating that sub count. $5 super chat coming in from Anthony. Unfortunately, the Seahawks always play like the world champions against the Niners, while the Niners do the reverse. Long live the GOAT. You're the GOAT, my guy, but a nice response for San Francisco. $2 super chat coming in from Derek Cover. All about statistics. 49ers coming off a winning streak. Hey, nice stats right there. It was Jimmy G to George Kittle. I'm going to tweet out that touchdown here in just a few moments, so give me a second during this commercial break. Also, shout out your area code. Where are we right now? I don't even know. 972? What is it? 214 and the 972? All right. See, I just moved to Dallas, Texas at the end of February. I started here at Chat Sports March 1, and we've been killing the game on the 49ers report, but I don't know the area code. I am from the 610, the 215, and the 484, though. That I do know. I'll tweet out that Jimmy Garoppolo to George Kittle touchdown here in just a few moments. San Francisco going to kick the ball off following that 26-yard strike from Jimmy G to Kittle. Kick is going to be short. Seattle going to take it out, and they'll start this offensive drive at about the 25. Wilson going to throw it to his right to Lockett. Going to go for a pickup of about 7 or 8 on first down. Just tweeted out that Jimmy G to George Kittle touchdown. If you give me a retweet, at Chase_Senior, as well as a follow, I'll give you a shout out. The handle is right down below, at Chase_Senior. Second down carry for Seattle Only goes for a gain of 1, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Seahawks. And Seattle actually fumbled the football and then recovered it really quickly. Would have been their second fumble. It was Adrian Peterson, first carry of the game. Coughed it up. So now it's a 3rd and 3. I didn't see the ball come out, but it's 3rd and 3 for Seattle. Type your threes. Type your threes, and then we'll get to these super chats. Russell Wilson in the gun by himself. Takes the snap. Pass downfield. Caught by DK Metcalf out of bounds. Seattle's going to punt the football away. Type your fours. Type your fours for another 4th down. And this I can tell you, San Francisco is not going to be caught off guard by another fake punt like they were for that first one that went 73 yards to the cribbo. Really good job by Emmanuel Mosley of pushing DK Metcalf out to the sideline so that he couldn't come inbounds to make that catch. Back for the punt is Ayuk. Lets the ball drop at about the 10, and that's where San Francisco will take over. Super chats to get to. $2 from John Wallace, 843, but in the 919, responding defense. You already know, J-Dub. Kyle Mullins, Kittle boy, $20 super chat. Damn, I got to pour a shot. Avery Bordner, 2 bones, just throwing down the 49ers' hearts. Love to see it. There's a shot for that $20 super. We're sipping Fireball today. I couldn't get any Patron yesterday. Sold out at the liquor store. Crime. And tequila's become a brand of the 49ers report, by the way. Oh, God, Fireball sucks. What are you drinking today? We'll give you some shout-outs. Also, some beer sips to those other supers. Got Yingling on deck. What are you drinking? Michael Dreeth, DJ Jones all over the place. Busch Light from Justin Cox. You're a hunter and you drink Busch. Absolutely love it, and it fits the hunting mold so well. That's great. O'Doul's coming in from John Wallace. Coffee from Marty Overson. Pepsi, Chris Orr. Pone 1. Let's go Chase Sr. Budweiser from Jesse. Water from Seatree. I'll need this throughout so that I'm not sloshed for the postgame show. Best tequila is Casa Noble from Jonathan Lloyd. I really like Patron, man, but I might have to give that a try. White Lightning from Donald Layton. Henny on a Sunday. Who was that? Young Mellow. Pabst Blue Ribbon Coffee. Is that a thing? Jimmy Cortez. Hopefully I pronounced that right. That's awesome. Lemonade from Nia Beth. Dominican Rum from Ariel. Treehouse Beer from Blaze of God. You blazing too, cuz? Starbucks from Andrew. Some water from Michael. Vodka and Red Bull from Steven Smith. The RBVs, they always hit. Thanks to all of you for interacting with us here in the chat. Repunt for Seattle. That's actually good because now the San Francisco 49ers are going to get 12 yards back from that original punt. Birdman Drug Stories, if I drink, I want to do blow, so I don't drink anymore. At least you're honest with us. And continued recovery for the homie Birdman. And continued strength, honestly, man. Addiction is a very tough and unfortunate thing. Lagunitas from Cameron. Better position from John Wallace. Mikey Sue's 4, so glad to find this stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, my guy. Free daily videos covering everything that happens with this team. Live shows every Tuesday and watch parties for game days. Hit that red subscribe button down below and be a part of the faithful family. As Jimmy Garoppolo gets picked by Bobby Wagner. Where was he throwing that football? That's an awful pick. There's a flag on the play. I'm not sure what the flag is, but it's definitely an interception as long as it stands. That is an awful throw by Garoppolo. Play action, and he threw it right to Bobby Wagner. I don't know if he thought his receiver was going to stop. Taking a look at the replay here, he was under center. Bobby Wagner dropped back in coverage. Garoppolo tried to throw it to, I believe, Trent Sherfield, and Wagner disguised himself. He took a couple steps forward, then dropped back in coverage, and Garoppolo threw it right to him. That's brutal. Flag was after the play, so the interception will stand. Man, that's bad. Those of you giving me a retweet and a follow, I see Lisa Sanchez, Tim Wilcox, Gage Rowley, Richard Green. Seattle now gets the ball at the 28. Wilson, pitch out to his left. Going to go to Penny. He'll gain about 3. Flag on the play. I think it's on the Seahawks. TR310, Timmy Steele, Joka, Andrew Naylor, Sir J, thank you for the retweets. And to all of you who gave me some follows. $20 super chat from Olive Oil again. I'm going to have you take another one. I'm going to take another one, my guy. Thank you so much. 2nd and 20 upcoming for the Seahawks. Thank you, Olive Oil, for the $20 super. Yeah, a little bit. Emmanuel Mosley coming off the field for the Niners. He's been one of the most underrated cornerbacks in the entire NFL. He's had a terrific, and I mean terrific season, 4th year out of Tennessee. Let's hope that he's okay. He's limping just a bit, but that would be a massive loss for the 49ers. 1st and 20. Ball now at the 38. Wilson fakes the throw left. Look out! Fumble! Ball out! Ball trickling around. It goes back to the 40. Clear recovery for Seattle, but it is going to be 2nd and an eternity if that play stands. Now, Wilson tried to escape to his left. Nick Bosa, 12 sacks on the year. I'm not sure if Wilson's arm was moving forward. Let's take a look at the replay here. I don't think his arm was moving forward. That's going to go as a sack for Nick Bosa, and the ball is all the way back at the San Francisco 40. Who else was in? I think it was Eric Armstead also in on the tackle. The official almost fell over his feet. Get this, guys. It's 2nd and 43. 23 yards lost there. So the bad Garoppolo pick might not turn into any Seattle points now. We knew this game was going to be so damn weird, and it already has been. They're going to run it up the middle. Seattle going to get to about midfield. It's Penny on the give. Samson Ebukam on the tackle. 3rd and 32 now for the Seahawks. Ball at about midfield. Saw a $5 super chat come in from Anthony. We'll get to that here in just a few moments. If you don't give up any yardage here, you don't give up any points. 49ers playing a stick defense. Wilson, he's going to get pressured. He's going to step up. He's going to run. He gets to the 40 and to about the 38. It's going to be 4th down for the Seahawks. I think they're going to be able... Oh, no!
I knew it.
A late hit on Russ as he was sliding down. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. Roughing the passer. If it stands. Lockett is pleading with the official. He wasn't even down yet. No flag. No flag. Azeez Al-Shire, as Russell Wilson was sliding, contacted him, but Russ wasn't even down yet. So it's going to be a 56-yard attempt for Myers. Snap good. Hold down. Kick on the way. It's no good. Short and to the right. The Jimmy Garoppolo interception doesn't lead to any Seattle points. I would say ball don't lie, but it was an awful throw from Garoppolo. We'll take the missed field goal either way. And thankfully, there wasn't a roughing the passer or a late hit there. That would have been disastrous. $2 super chat from Eddie Marcos. Let's not act like Tom Brady doesn't throw picks. He throws picks. Every quarterback throws picks. But Bobby Wagner fooled Jimmy Garoppolo there, bro. He faked the blitz. He went back. Garoppolo didn't see him. And either way, the pass was intended for Trent Sherfield. It was 3, 4, 5 yards short. Bobby Wagner dropped back, and the throw was still awful. So either way, it was a bad throw from Garoppolo. I defend him. I give him his props when he's due props. But that was a bad throw, and he got fooled by one of the best linebackers in the league. $5 super from Anthony. Either way, Eddie, love you, bro. We can have discussions here. Boys, homies, crew, fans, they get into it, man. $5 super from Anthony. Let's hope Jimmy Garoppolo gets it together. They need this win, but as I was saying earlier, they always choke against the Seahawks. Yeah, they do. They've lost 14-16. Cheers for those supers. Garoppolo, pitch out to Elijah Mitchell. Look, I don't know how this guy does it. Literally anytime it seems as though a play is going to go for negative yards or neutral gain, Elijah Mitchell finds a way to pick up 4 or 5. He just picked up 4 there. Second and 6. Elijah Mitchell, last 2 games, 54 rushing attempts. Garoppolo under center. He sends Juszczyk in motion. Pitch is going to go to Kittle on an end around. Juszczyk as his blocker, and Kittle's going to get close to a first down. He's going to be about a yard, 3/4 of a yard short. 3rd and short, upcoming for the Niners. How many times do you see George Kittle take an end around? But good block out in front by Kyle Juszczyk, and that was on the side of Trent Williams. 3rd and 1 for the Niners. Big play here. Handoff goes to Mitchell. He's about a half yard short. I'd sneak it if I'm Kyle Shanahan. Get to the line right now and sneak it. Get to the line right now and sneak that damn football. They're a half yard short. Now it's about a yard. They're going to go up to the line. Alex Mack has his hand on the football. They're going to sneak it, and Garoppolo's going to get it. At least you would think. It's going to be extremely close. The yellow line is unofficial. The scoreboard on the broadcast says 1st and 10. I think Garoppolo got it with the second push. Couple of super chats coming in. We'll get to those momentarily. I'm taking a look at the replay here. Oh, gosh, it's going to be short. First down? Okay, first down. Type your ones. John Wallace, Grassy Knoll, Jamie Bryant, Nick Suito, Joe Rosadini, Donald Layton, Nick Bosa. On the sideline, commenting on the 49ers report. Cooper Samuel, all typing their ones. Good stuff there. $2 super from Ted DeWitt. If you haven't subscribed, you ain't alive. Ted was saying that last week, and those right there are facts. 1st and 10 for the Niners. Ball at the 45 of Seattle. Play action. Garoppolo, pass downfield. He's got a man. What a catch, and then a drop by Kyle Juszczyk. He jumped just a tad early. If Garoppolo made a perfect throw, it was going to go to the house. It was just a little bit too high for Juszczyk. Originally, he had it, and then he came down, and the momentum of hitting the ground caused him to drop the football, and it dislodged. He beat Jamal Adams in coverage, though. Little wheel route for Juice. That's unfortunate. What an athlete he is. Unsung hero of this offense. 2nd and 10. Trips to the right. Ayuk to the left. Garoppolo. Pass to Juszczyk. Picks up 7 or 8. He's tackled by Taylor. Another 3rd and short upcoming. I think we have a $10 super from Eric that we want to get to here in just a few moments. Mark of the Beast with a reply. Nice ball to Bobby Wagner. Kim Chaffert, what is Garoppolo seeing doing? I kind of broke it down there on my tweet. He just got fooled by Wagner. Garoppolo, play action, has Kittle, first down and more, 30, 25, 20. Kittle stays on his feet all the way down to the 10. George Kittle, 3rd down conversion, picking up the yak. And without the yak king of Deebo Samuel, it's George Kittle in his place. 1st and goal for the Niners. It was a play action boot. Kittle went out to the flat, broke a couple of tackles, won an ankle tackle from Jamal Adams, and Kittle, one of the best tight ends all around in the game, with a monster gain on 3rd and short. $5 from Olive Oil. Let's have Kyle cuss him out again. He probably will. 1st and goal, ball at the 7. Garoppolo, handoff to Mitchell. Gets to the 5, gets another push to about the 3. 2nd and goal from the 3 for the Niners. Pop up that $10 from Eric if you see it. I'll drink to that olive oil. And from Eric, $10 super. Brady also wins championship. Shout out to the 49ers fans and the 210 from the 831. Eric, thank you for that super. I'll drink to those after this play. 2nd and goal. Ball at the 3. Garoppolo in the gun. Split back. Kittle in motion. Mitchell up the middle. He's in. Touchdown. San Francisco goes on top. 14-7. Elijah Mitchell with a 3-yard carry. George Kittle came in motion. He came through with the seal block. Kyle Juszczyk also pulled. He had a block on Brooks, and Elijah Mitchell did the rest. Show me the TDs. And I'll drink to those supers. You know what? Because we got 15, I'll finish the yinger. Robbie Gold out for the PAT. 9-play, 54-yard drive that lasted 4:10. Kick is up and kick is good. So I said earlier, 14-7 off the Elijah touchdown. I just predicted what was going to happen next because I knew gold would be money for the PAT. Type your TDs. We'll give you some shout-outs here. Harold Murillo, Zay, James, Reggie Pryor, Avery, Emmy Pad, John Wallace, True Spartan, Jamie Bryant, 49er Tim, LeBron Allen, Young Mello, William, Talk, Chris, Nicole and Harold Gillenwater. Get them subscribers up from Pone 1. You already know. First off, get that Manscaped up, Producer Coop. Our watch party presented to you by the best men's grooming products, Manscaped. Your balls will thank you this holiday season and every single day if you use these wonderful men's grooming tools. And you get 20% off and free shipping by just simply going to manscaped.com/49ers. Enter the promo code 49ers for that deal to apply. The brand new Lawnmower 4.0 was $90. It's $72. And I understand you're like, oh, $72 for a razor. Let me explain why. The technology on this thing is incredible. Those cheap razors will cut you up. Manscaped doesn't because they're safeguard technology. The battery life lasts forever. There's a light on the Lawnmower 4.0 so you can actually see what you're doing. And with your significant other, you just don't want to look like the Amazon rainforest downstairs below the belt. So take care of that with Manscaped by going to manscaped.com/49ers. You get 20% off and free shipping. The perfect package, also a really good deal during this holiday season. But the Lawnmower 4.0, Use it on your balls, your chest, your back, your beard, your hair, whatever. I like variety and versatility in my life. That's what Manscaped offers me. And you just don't want to have that bush downstairs. Grade the 49ers' performance so far, A, B, C, D, or F. We'll give you some shout-outs. Also, after this, let's do a who you got, but first, subscriber-only mode. We're in a commercial break here. Yes, please. So go to subscriber-only mode, Coop, but then pop up who you got. Actually, keep it on this. You can keep it on this. That's fine. So we're going to go subscriber-only mode right now on the 49ers report. Those of you who are subscribed are the ones who are alive. And if you subscribed, you can comment. So here in just a few moments, we're going subscriber-only mode. Those of you who are subscribed are the only ones who can comment. And those of you who aren't subscribed, if you want the best 49ers coverage on YouTube, we have you covered here on the channel. We good? So subscriber-only is on. Subscriber-only mode is on, excuse me. Ruben Mendez, he just subbed. If you want free daily videos covering the latest 49ers news, 49ers rumors, breaking news, live shows every Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, watch parties like this, everything that happens with this franchise, we have you covered. Hit that red subscribe button down below and subscribe to the 49ers Report by Chat Sports for the most entertaining and informative Niners coverage. Russell Wilson, play action, drops back. He's going to get pressured. Pocket collapses. Eric Armstead in on the sack. Loss of a ton. Eric Armstead lined up at defensive tackle. He beat the left guard and he feasted on Russell Wilson. Second and forever coming up for the Seahawks. Ball at the 15. Second and 19. 3 receiver set, 1 back. Penny going to get the carry. DJ Jones in on the stop. It's going to be about 3rd and 19 coming up. Wilson in the gun, flag right before the snap. I think it's going to be on the Seahawks. False start. So make that 3rd and 19 a 3rd and 24. '49ers, of course, on a 3rd and 24 with Seattle deep into their own territory. Going to play conservative defense here. 20 seconds and counting on the game clock, play clock at 9. Wilson, pass over the middle to Lockett. Doesn't matter. Only a gain of a few. Azeez Al-Shire on the tackle, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Cool. Just tweeted out Nick Bosa's 12th sack of the year. Give me a retweet and a follow right down below at Chase_Senior. I'll give you a shout out. We're in a commercial break right now. Who you got? SCA for the Seahawks, SF for the Niners. George is in the chat. Let's go, Brandon. I assume you're speaking of Ayuk, right? I see. We're not dumb. Sam Young, Tim Warren, Pone 1, John Wallace, Tiger Boy, Nia Beth, Gavorn, Payman, William, Thomas, Andy, all going with the Niners right now. You love to see it. 1,500 people watching live. How many of you are subscribed to the channel? Hit that red subscribe button down below for the best 49ers coverage on YouTube. Some super chats to get to. Eddie Marcos, 916. Love your show. Feels like I'm tailgating with the faithfuls when I travel. Let's go Niners. Salute to you, my homie. And I actually am out of beer. Could you there's a bottle opener, I think, to the left of the microwave. You can crack that, or just bring that bottle opener. Or no, just crack it yourself, because I don't want to take the bottle opener away. Pop up this $2 super chat from John Wallace. John Wallace with the $2 super. Now we in the lead. Come see us, chickens. Look, this is like one of those mental hurdles and mental battles that you want to be able to overcome if you're San Francisco. I've been talking about it a lot here on the broadcast. I've been talking about it a lot throughout the week. Seattle has owned this rivalry over the last several years, and really ever since Russell Wilson came into the league. 14 of 16 wins over the 49ers has Seattle gone on. That's an incredible run. But if you're trying to be a legitimate playoff team, and you're trying to make a run, and you're trying to turn this season around, which the 49ers have been able to do with 3 consecutive wins, 4 of their last 5, you have to overcome those mental hurdles. You have to overcome the cobwebs in your closet. You have to overcome and take down those mental demons by thrashing Seattle today, putting officially the dagger into their season, and by doing so, further up the continued rumor mill of this being the end for Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. And that's why it's so imperative that the Niners be dominant today. And can you imagine, considering the dominance that Seattle has had over the 49ers, if the Russell Wilson-Pete Carroll dynamic gets split up and you don't have to worry about these guys who have owned you over time? If you beat Seattle today, you overcome and you knock down the cobwebs in your closet that the Georgia Bulldogs have never been able to knock down with Alabama breathing right down their neck. That's why this game is so important. 49ers going to start their drive after a really nice Travis Benjamin punt return at about the 37-yard line. First down pass play. Garoppolo play action to George Kittle. He's going to pick up the first down. Let's get some more super chats rolling here. $5 from Alizé Pin. Not my team. Just stopping by to show some support to the GOAT. Alizé Pin, he's a Cowboys fan, but he's rooting on a real team in the San Francisco 49ers, one that doesn't choke like the Cowboys. Alizé, we love you, brother. I'll drink to those here in just a few moments. Garoppolo, handoff to Mitchell, 1st and 10. Somehow he spins out of a group of tackles, and he gets 8. Elijah Mitchell, what a baller. Drinking to the supers. I don't think sub-only chat is on, by the way. Oh, it is. It is. Okay. Yep. So if you want to comment, just subscribe to the channel. Hit that red subscribe button down below. 2nd and 3. It's going to be another give to Mitchell. Interior run, and once again, he picks up about 5. That's enough for the first down. Type your ones. Type your ones in the chat. The faithful is certainly showing out today. We've been able to pick up about 200 subscribers already. We have 45,437 people who are subscribed to the channel. If we get to 46,000 today, shoot, last week I said we get to 45K, I'd take my shirt off. If we get to 46K, do I got to take my shirt off again? My gosh. Coop, I'm going to make a weigh-in. All right. I will. Are you? Yeah, exit out of there. People last week were calling me the content daddy. They might have been calling me a daddy because they got to see these pecs and those biceps. You feel me? 2nd and 8 for San Francisco. Ball at the 38 of Seattle. Handoff. Mitchell up the middle, breaks the tackle, picks up another first down. Once again, type your ones. Bear market, just subscribe. This guy kind of reminds me of Harry Carey. That's like the ultimate compliment, dude. You're comparing me to Harry Carey? My gosh, that's the ultimate compliment. Thank you, my brother. I think we just had a $5 super chat and a $2 super chat come in from Sam Young and somebody else. We'll pop those up here in a moment. 1st and 10. San Francisco continuing to move the ball. 4 rush, 1 pass on this drive. Going to be a pitch to Jeff Wilson. Outside the right tackle. Picks up another first down. San Francisco dominant on the ground game. There is a flag on the play. Let me make that weigh in, then we'll get to those supers here. It's going to be a holding on the Niners, so scratch that first down pickup for Jeff Wilson. It was on Trent Sherfield blocking as a wide receiver. First and 20 for the Niners. Pass over the middle to Kittle is dropped. That'll bring up a 2nd and 20. All right, that weigh-in should be in there. Let's get to this $5 super chat from Sam Young. I'll take a sip of beer to that. Seahawks stink. Let's continue to dominate. Go Niners. And then a $2 from Joe Sell. Love my 49ers and my faithful. We love you, Joe. 2nd and 20. Play whistled dead. Is it a false start on the Niners? It is. Let me do that right now. Sorry about that. Yes, I did. False start on Tom Compton, who's been filling in at right tackle in place of Mike McGlinchey, who was lost for the year because of a torn quad. Second and 25 now for the Niners. They need to pick up some yards so that they can at least get a field goal here with what was once a promising drive. Garoppolo under center. He's going to drop back and throw it. Screen play to Mitchell. Couple of blockers out in front. But then a good play by Bobby Wagner. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the league. Eli was brought down at about the 39 or 38 by Bobby Wagner. 3rd and 21 upcoming. All right, let's do this after this drive, or let's do it right now. If we get to 46,000 subscribers, do I have to go shirtless again? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Last week at the start of the watch party, I jokingly said against the Vikings, we get to 45,000 subs, I'll take my shirt off and wave it atop my head like a helicopter. Shout out to PD Pablo. I didn't think we were going to pick up almost 800 subscribers, and we did. So let me know what I got to do. Sherfield with the catch over the middle. That'll buy Robbie Gould some room for a field goal on 4th and long. Connor, yes. Terrence, yes. Grassy Knoll, yes. Roddy Cal says no. Brian King says no. Take a chug of Fireball. Josh Beasley, no. Think of the children. Pone 1, no. Keep your clothes on. This is the best part. Why? It's going to be a 50-yard field goal for Robbie Gould. The kick is up. Does it have the distance? It does. Robbie Gould from 50 yards out. It's good. Puts the Niners up 17-7. Type your threes. Robbie Gould has had a great year as the 49ers place kicker. Missed a couple of weeks because of a groin injury. Joey Sly replaced him. But since Gould has come back, he's been really good. Type your threes. So it looks as though a majority of the people have spoken, and they have said, yes, got to go shirtless if we get to 46,000 subscribers. Here's the deal, though. We are at 45,460, so we need to pick up 540 subs in order for me to go shirtless. So you got to subscribe to the channel if you want to see some mean green sex machine.
I think the Niner gang will do it.
I don't know. Maybe the Niner gang will do it. Hit that red subscribe button down below. Why do you want to subscribe? Why should you subscribe? Let me tell you. Free daily videos covering the latest 49ers news and rumors. When breaking news happens, we have you covered with a video within the hour. Nobody's faster than us. We do watch parties like this where over the course of the season, we've had anywhere between 50 and 80,000 people join us for a game day. Live shows every Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. And I used to be a quote-unquote Big J journalist at WNEP in Pennsylvania, but I realized that traditional news media, it ain't me. A lot of hypocrisy there. I couldn't be myself and spit out these glorious hot takes. Now I'm able to do that and interact with the Niner gang. So hit that red subscribe button down below, or in a separate browser, go to youtube.com/49ers TV. We get to 46,000 subscribers, we're going to do something crazy. The gang wants me to take my shirt off. We'll see. We got to pick up more than 500 subs to do that. Speaking of my shirt off and me looking good, I look good thanks to our friends at Manscaped, the official men's grooming product sponsor of the 49ers Report. During this holiday season, if you get hooked up with Manscaped, your balls will thank you, especially if you get the Lawnmower 4.0. This thing looks like it was designed by the folks who designed Transformers, and the technology really is as such. 4 interchangeable blades, a battery life that lasts forever, safeguard technology, so unlike those cheap razors out there, you don't get nicked up and start bleeding. The versatility of this product is great because you can use it on your chest, your balls, your grundle, your back, your beard, your hair, and you get 20% off if you go to manscaped.com/49ers. Seahawks with a nice little return out past the 35. That's where they'll resume their offensive possession. Do have to give some shout-outs to the homies who gave me a retweet on my last tweet. James Roberts, Thomas Gillette, Lisa Sanchez, Tim Wilcox, TR310, Timmy Steele, Joka, Andrew Naylor, watching from, I believe, England, and Sir J. Good looks on that. Let me pull up my IG as well to see if anybody's given me a follow on that side. Nobody's given me a follow on IG today. At Chase_Senior, it's the same as Twitter. $10 super chat coming in from Terenius. Hopefully I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I apologize. Love to see Pete Carroll gone from Seattle. Can't stand that guy. Here's the deal. He's under contract for the next several seasons. So too is general manager John Schneider. So they might be there for a little while, whereas Russell Wilson might not. 2nd and 3. Wilson, pass complete to DK Metcalf into 49ers territory. $5 super from Avery Bordner. Hey, I'm from PA and watch WNEP all the time. Where did you live? Lived in Scranton. Covered all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania, 17 counties to be exact. Spent a lot of time in Schuylkill County. Speaking of Schuylkill County, shout out to Yuengling, America's oldest brewery. But I was all over the place with WNEP. I was there from 2017 to February of this year. So you probably saw me on the TV a lot, and now I'm in a whole different ball game, and I'm absolutely loving it, much more so than what I was doing. And a big reason for that, the Niner gang. John Wallace, hey Chase, always following, brother. John Wallace, I see ya. Seattle. Ball inside the San Francisco 40, down 17-7, 8:11 left in the second quarter. DK Metcalf in motion. Russell Wilson going to throw it behind him to DK Metcalf. Back to Russell Wilson. Wilson going to go deep. It's a trick play. Ball into the end zone. Incomplete. Ball was intended for Lockett. Jimmy Ward, the captain, in coverage. And San Francisco got burned on a trick play earlier, a 73-yard fake punt that went for a touchdown. And here it was a double pass. Wilson to his right to Metcalf. Metcalf back to Wilson. Wilson threw it into the end zone to Lockett. And it was Josh Norman and Jimmy Ward in coverage. Type stop. 3rd and 3 coming up for Seattle. Also, I'm going to finish this beer with all those supers that came in. Tyler Lockett down in the end zone right now. Something that we will follow here. He has 52 receptions, 831 yards this season. Because of all those supers, I'll finish this Corona here. Easy money. You know what's funny? My dad growing up used to drink Coronas. And a friendly thing. My dad is a great influence on me. I love him to death, and he was a great father. But when you're producer Coop, you're 10, 12 years old, and you're like, Dad, what are you drinking? Can I take a sip of beer? And he would give me a sip just to taste the Corona. And you know how there are those moments when you eat something, smell something, or drink something that reminds you of your childhood? I just chugged that Corona, and I felt like I was sitting in the living room of my dad's house. And I'm I get those flashbacks of me being young with my pops drinking Coronas. And I'm I just had that flashback there because of the taste and the scent of that beer. You know what I'm talking about? Get on the mic.
Oh, yeah,
You have any of those moments?
No, definitely Dos Equis with my stepdad.
Dos Equis with your stepdad?
Sure.
Okay, that's awesome. That's good stuff. Yeah, that's good stuff. We got a lot of time until halftime. First off, subscribe to the channel. 45,442 of you have subscribed. Last week I said, hey, we get to 45,000 and we pick up 700 subs during our watch party. I'll take my shirt off and go shirtless and we'll have a party. It's up to the Niner gang to really decide what we do if we get to 46,000 subscribers. It's basically an identical situation to last week where we had to pick up 700, 800 subs in one watch party. We're at 45,481. If we get to 46,000 today, do I have to go shirtless again? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know right now. We have some super chats coming in. We'll get to those here in just a few moments. Harold Murillo, Chug Chase. I'm actually out of the beer. Coop, if you could, I can send it in production too, so that you don't have to get up. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Mikey Sue's for no chase on second thought. Seb Shreds, yes. Cody, yes. Ted DeWitt, no. Mike P, no. Tim Warren, no. 3rd and 3 for the Seahawks. Ball at the 38. Wilson, under center. He sends Swain in motion. Hands it off. And Seattle trying to get a second push. See, the continuation of that play is really ridiculous. See, the 49ers came out with the football, but they stopped the play originally. And I'm talking legit. Thank you, Chugs. I'm talking legit. The continuation of that play lasted 5 or 6 seconds. How do you not blow the whistle? It was Adrian Peterson picking up the first down. He kept the legs moving. Anyway, ball at the 33. AP gets another carry. Already fumbled once in his debut. Picks up about 3 on that first down give. I hate the continuation play. Let it go for a couple of seconds. But after 5 or 6, you got to blow the play dead. Give the credit to defense in an era where all of the rules are catered to the offense. 2nd and 8, ball at the 31. Wilson in the gun. Quick pass to his right. Quick tackle. It was Diamador Lenore. Demo, as my guy John Chapman likes to say, with the quick tackle. Loss of a couple. So 3rd and 9. Next up for the Seahawks. It's a big 3rd down, but type your stops. Type your stops. 1,700 people watching live. I see Gabriel, 49er Tim, Gavorn, Ariel, Andy Scott, VBC, Elizabeth, Derek, all typing their stops. Wilson in the gun. I think it's going to be a false start on Seattle. Or did they call a timeout right before the play? I think they might have called a timeout. Yes, they did. So no flag. Seahawks got the timeout off. We'll give you some more shout-outs. Jesse Gonzalez, John Wallace, Cody, WWE Fun Cox, Kelvin, Weezar, Sheehan, Donald, Fixed. More super chats to get to. Dirty Max, Dave, rah to my fellow Marines. Go Niners. Rah, rah. Thank you for your service. Honestly, you, a big reason why we live in the greatest country in the world. And nowadays, when there's all that blasphemy of America not being the greatest country in the world, go try living somewhere else and then say that. Dirty Max, Dave, thank you for your service. We honestly greatly appreciate you. And here on the 49ers Report, we'll always support our military. Pablo Sandoval, San Francisco legend, $3 super chat. $5 from Olive Oil. Prayers for Lockett. Prayers for Lockett, yeah. I know he's on the opposing sideline, but a great player. 3rd and 9. I'll drink to those, by the way, here in a bit. Wilson, another whistle. Was it another false start? Delay a game on Seattle coming out of the timeout. This team sucks. That's why you can't lose this game. The Seattle Seahawks suck. And if the 49ers lose this game, I will be in shambles. But this Seattle team is terrible. How do you have a delay a game coming out of a timeout when you had to call that timeout because you almost had a delay a game? That's bad. Ball at the 37, 3rd and 14. Wilson in the gun. Trips to the left. One receiver to the right. One back to Wilson's right. Going to take the snap. He's going to pass deep downfield. He has Metcalf, diving catch, and he makes it. Huge 3rd down conversion. Seattle's going to have the ball inside the 5. And there is a Niner down in the end zone. I think it's Jaquaski Tart. It is. Talanoa Hufanga is with him. Man, that's just a really nice ball from Russ. You can't really afford to be without Tart because you're already having to go with a lot of 3 safety hybrid looks without Fred Warner. So Talanoa Hufanga is getting a lot of time. So that'd be a bad injury. We're going to commercial break. Type your D for defense. Also, let's throw up the Super Chat menu, Coop, to remind the homies. For those of you who gave me a retweet on that Nick Bosa sack, shout out to Christopher Day, Kelton Crew, James Roberts, Timmy Steele, and Thomas Gillette. If you give me a retweet and a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Chase_Senior, you see the handle down below, I will give you a shout out. Here's our Super Chat menu. $1 Super Chat, we'll give you a shout out. $5 beer cheers, $10 beer chug, $20 I'll take a shot, $50 beer shotgun. I got to crack a beer for those other supers that I said I'd drink to. Cheers to the Niner gang. You can take it off sub-only chat if we haven't already done so too, by the way. Just looking at my mentions on Twitter. Christopher Day sent me a challenge. Oh no, bro. You did the chip challenge? This is Christopher Day sending me the one chip challenge. We actually have that chip here at the office. And I can't believe you actually ate this whole thing. 18 minutes long. You look like you're on the verge of death. I'll give you a retweet, homie. Sub-only chat is off, so anybody can comment right now. But either way, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Free daily videos covering the latest 49ers news and rumors. We go live every Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. We do watch parties like this where throughout the day, sometimes 50, 60, 70,000 people join me. Christopher Day, I'm going to quote tweet your tweet. Seahawks have the ball at the 4. Wilson, play action, pass into the end zone, broken up, but Diamador Lenore is going to get flagged for a pass interference call on Swain. So Diamador Lenore whistled for a pass interference call. Ball now at the 1. Wilson under center. Handoff will go to Adrian Peterson. He gets the edge, and Adrian Peterson scores a touchdown for Seattle to make this a one-score game. Right off the left tackle, Adrian, AP, AD really didn't have to do much. Went off the left edge, got the edge, able to get it in for the score. He is 5th all-time in career rushing yards behind Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton, Frank Gore, and Barry Sanders. So he continues to add to his accolades. More super chats to get to. Philly Breed. Let's not say the Seattle sucks until the game is over. Russell Wilson always comes back at the end of games. I'm saying up until this point, Seattle has been a bad football team. That's why I said in that same sentence that if San Francisco loses this game, I'll be in shambles because the Seahawks are not good. Now, look, I've talked about this all week. I've talked about it here on the broadcast. The receipts are there. Seattle does always play San Francisco tough, and they've owned them 14 of 16 in this rivalry over the last 16 matchups. But you cannot afford to lose this game against a bad team when you're in the thick of the NFC Playoff Picture. You're 6-5, and you have a golden opportunity to kind of knock down those cobwebs that are in the closet, kind of like what Georgia can't do against Alabama, and finally take down the Seahawks. That's my point. So thank you for that $5 super, Philly Breed, and shout out to a fellow Philly Bull. Brian King, $20 super chat. Miss living in the Bay Area, 49er faithful, forever you demand, Chase. You demand as well. $20 supers. We take shots here on the channel. Cheers. And from Philly Breed, I will take a sip of beer. 17-14. 5:35 left in the second quarter. Seattle kicks it away. Travis Benjamin catches it in the end zone. That's going to go for an automatic touchback. Garoppolo, play action, pass to the right. George Kittle coming across the middle. Goes officially for a gain of about 8 or 9. 2nd and 1 upcoming for the Niners. Second and 1, Elijah Mitchell gets the carry, picks up the first down, 2 yards to be exact. Type your ones. Type your ones in the chat. Wow. So producer Coop in my ear, hey, I mean, if you're a 49ers fan, maybe you like college football and the Pacific Northwest, same region of the United States. Mario Cristobal, according to reports, has until tomorrow to accept the Miami head coaching job. If he doesn't, Manny Diaz will be retained. How do you think Manny Diaz feels? It's like, yo, you're a dead man walking, basically. We'll keep you if we want to, but we don't want you. If we hold on to you, it's last resort. Charlie Warner whistled for a false start, so 1st and 15 now for San Francisco. John Wallace replying to my tweet, what's the chip challenge, Chase? It's basically a Doritos chip, not Doritos brand, but kind of looks like a Doritos chip, that is like the hottest chip known to man, and you have to eat that whole thing. And that's what Chris did, which is crazy. I quote tweeted at Christopher Day on my Twitter page at Chase_senior. Garoppolo, quick pass to his left to Ayuk. Ayuk drops it. Had some blockers out in front of him, and that ball went up into the air. That could have been a disaster. Pick six the other way. Instead, it falls incomplete. 2nd and 15 now for the Niners. So 2nd and 15, San Francisco ball. In case you're just joining us, rocking the 75th anniversary throwbacks, all whites. Garoppolo in the gun. Pass to his left, Jawan Jennings. On 2nd and 15, is going to pick up some to make this 3rd down somewhat manageable. Either way, it's going to be a 3rd and long for the Niners, 3rd and 7 to be exact. Let's see what Kyle Shanahan draws up here. Do that after this play. Kyle Shanahan rocking a nice little coach's jacket, black hat with the camo brim, showing support to our great military. Ball at the 39 of the 49ers, 3rd and 7, and there's going to be a timeout on the field. It's going to be timeout for the Seahawks. Just want to wait for this play for you to put that up, Coop. Yep. That drop, by the way, Brandon Ayuk's first target of the game. Which players have impressed you so far? See what people are saying in the chat. 1,700 people watching live. The chat is going like crazy because I'm getting caught up here. Kittle and Mitchell from John Wallace. Bosa from Ted DeWitt. Garoppolo, 3rd and 7. Pass to the right, complete. Trent Sherfield, what a grab. Ball was a little high and outside right here, but Sherfield able to make the catch. Get some more snaps. Him and Jawan Jennings without Deebo Samuel. Really nice play from Trent Sherfield. A little in-out route. He broke in, then went out, and Garoppolo put it on him on a 3rd and 7. 1st down, Niners. Type your ones. Elizabeth, Richard, David, Joe, I see ya. Ball at the 48, almost at midfield. Garoppolo, pitch to Elijah Mitchell, and once again, the play gets whistled dead. This time, it's going to be a timeout for Seattle. They call their 2nd timeout. So that's twice in the last 5 plays that Seattle has called a timeout, which only means they either had too many guys on the field or they didn't like their defensive alignment. This is why I continue to say this is not a good football team. You got to beat this team today. It does you wonders. In the playoff picture, you move to 7 and 5. You go to Cincinnati on the road next week. That's a really tough game. And you get rid of the cobwebs in the closet because Seattle has owned this team. 2:28 left in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Niners. Approaching midfield. Trent Williams, Laken Tomlinson, Alex Mack On the left side of that line, they've been really good. Garoppolo under center. Mitchell as the lone tailback. 2 receivers and 1 tight end. Handoff is going to go to Mitchell. And on 1st and 10, he picks up about 4. So 2nd and medium coming up for San Francisco. Bobby Wagner once again in on the stop. I think he could be a trade candidate if the Seahawks decide to rebuild because he's one of the highest paid linebackers in the game. Still very good. Has an interception of Garoppolo today. $5 super chat from Aaron Cunningham coming in. Happy holidays, Chase. Happy holidays, Aaron. And to everybody watching, the whole Niner gang, Niner faithful, Niner empire. Niners now on the Seattle side of the field. Ball at the 48. Kittle comes in motion. Garoppolo in the gun. Seattle showing blitz. Garoppolo going to walk up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to audible. And we're going to hit the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. San Francisco ball, 2nd and medium, leading the Seahawks by 3. In the meantime, let's give a shout out to today's sponsor, Manscaped, for making this 49ers Seahawks watch party possible. The best men's grooming products brought to you, given to you by our friends at Manscaped. It's the holiday season. Treat yourself or treat somebody who you care about with the best men's grooming products out there on the market today. Your balls will thank you this holiday season. You yourself will thank yourself, or whoever you gift this item for will thank you if you give them some Manscaped products. And we got you hooked up with 20% off and free shipping by just using that link down below, manscaped.com/49ers. How about the perfect package? It really is perfect. You get these Manscaped boxer briefs, which are no joke, the most comfortable boxer briefs that I've ever worn. I run a lot. I'm a big runner. I've ran several hundred miles this year. When I rock these things when I run, my balls don't flop around. I'm not in a lot of pain, and these things have great material and are just excellent and very comfortable. And in the perfect package, you get the boxer briefs, Lawnmower 4.0, ball toner, ball deodorant, and a travel bag, which I use every time that I travel. 20% off and free shipping if you go to manscaped.com/49ers. Commercial break right now. 49ers up 17-14. It's been a weird first half. It's been an entertaining first half, and we're here for it. So too are 1,700 people watching live. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so right now by hitting that red subscribe button down below. We are the largest 49ers news and rumors channel on YouTube. A big reason for that, we're all about audience interaction. We give you free daily videos. When breaking news happens, we're faster than anybody. Live shows every Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. We also do watch parties, where throughout the course of game days, we've had anywhere between 50 to 80,000 people join us. So be a part of the faithful family here at Chat Sports. And if you want coverage, that's not big J journalist coverage, because we like to have fun. We like to keep it real, give you opinions and analysis in a very informative, entertaining way. All you got to do, hit that red subscribe button down below. 2nd and 6 for the 49ers. Ball past just midfield. I'll drink to those supers. Garoppolo under center now. He sends Trent Sherfield in motion. Play action, fake handoff to Elijah Mitchell. Pass underneath to George Kittle. To the 40, 35, 30. Did he stay in bounds? If he did, Kittle to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, George Kittle. His 2nd of the day. It was a short pass underneath, and if George Kittle stayed in bounds, it's going to give San Francisco a 48-yard touchdown. Looking at the replay, I think he stayed in bounds and he tiptoed the sideline. Producer Coop in my ear going, he stayed in. He stayed in. I see daylight in between his foot and the sideline. 48 yards to the crib. Kittle to the house. Let's go. George Kittle, what a play. 5 catches, 121 for Kittle. 7 plays, 75-yard scoring drive that spanned 347 for the Niners. Extra point is up. It's no good. Robbie Gould misses it. 23-14, doinked it off the right upright. That could be big late in this game, and depending on where you had the line when it closed, it was either 3 or 3.5. What did I tell you earlier this week? Without Deebo Samuel, target George Kittle all throughout this game. 2 touchdowns already, having his best game of the season. He was off the right tackle, flanked to the right of Tom Compton, came across the formation. Garoppolo just put it on him underneath, and he did the rest. 48 yards. What a special player he is. Couple of super chats coming in. We'll get to those here in just a few moments. As soon as that play is out, I'm going to tweet it out. $20 super chat from Kyle Mullins. That's Kittle, boy. $2 super chat from John Wallace. He danced, Chase. Ballet does wonders. He really did, right along that sideline. $22 in supers. The big one, the 20-piece. From the Mullins man. With $20 supers, we pour shots of Fireball. With $50 supers, we shotgun beers. Those of you who are new to the channel, we are built different. That's why you subscribe. 1,800 people watching live. $270 in supers. 142 left in the first half. Russell Wilson. Pass underneath, complete to Everett. Medium gain. Cheers to the Niner gang. Wilson takes the snap again. Pass to Metcalf. 2nd and 5. Goes for a gain of about 8 or 9. First down for Seattle. Wilson, 1st and 10. Steps up in the pocket. Pass underneath. Almost picked off by Azeez Al-Shire. Instead, caught by Homer for a gain of about 2. Roughing the passer on San Francisco. Add 15 on top of that. It was on Arden Key. Yeah, he hit him right in the helmet, right in the face mask. Ball now at the 34 of San Francisco. Handoff goes to Homer. Gain of a couple. 110 and counting. Seattle, no timeouts left. Wilson, once again, pass underneath the Homer on a 2nd and 6. He gains about 4 of those yards back, 3rd and short. Next up for Seattle, ball at the 26. 3rd and 2 to be precise. Type D in the comment section. Wilson in the gun. Takes the snap. Looks left. Pass. Complete. Eskridge. Going to go for a first down. He does get out of bounds. Ball at the 15. Wilson. Pass into the end zone. Too far for DK Metcalf, who was open. 2nd and 10, 21 seconds left in the second quarter. No timeouts for the Seahawks. Now San Francisco gets a little bit of a break here. 1 rush, 6 pass plays, 50 yards, and 1:27 for Seattle on this drive. Just tweeted out that Kittle touchdown. You give me a follow and a retweet at Chase_Senior. I'll give you a shout out. We have bigger things to focus in on here, though. Ball at the 15.5. Wilson empty set. K'Wan Williams showing blitz. He's going to blitz. Wilson takes the snap. Ball into the end zone. Incomplete. Over the head of Everett. 3rd and 10 for Seattle now. He was pressured, and a flag on the play. Personal foul. Roughing the passer again on San Francisco. Charles Amenahue. Let's see the replay here. Body weight on top of Russ. Bang, bang play, but nowadays, you can't do that. Russell Wilson got rid of it, and right away he was hit. 1st and goal for Seattle now. Ball at the 8. Russ back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He gets pressured. Pass. Caught. Eskridge touchdown. So right before the half, Seattle gets on the board with a big score. Dwayne Eskridge, the rookie, 6-yard touchdown catch. Russell Wilson today, 16 of 19, a $115, and a touchdown. You tackle him there, and you might force him into a field goal, but Diamador Lenore missed the tackle. Rookie on rookie crime. 7 plays, 59 yards, 136 for Seattle. Extra point, up and good. Type your Fs. To everybody who's followed me today, Luis Bravo, 49ers faithful, DCO, Cody, Oliver Leach, Todd Phillips, Rod, Lisa, Tim Wilcox, Gage Riley, Richard Green. Thank you for the follows. And those retweets as well. Sam Young, $5 super. Great job. You're the man, Chase. Excellent. Thank you, my guy. $5 from Ted DeWitt as well. Skittles for Kittle. A+ grade. No question about that. We drink to that. Here's our super chat menu, by the way. $1, we give you a shout out. $5 beer cheers. $10 beer chug. $20 I take a shot. $50 super chat. I'll shotgun a beer. $12 seconds left. Touchback for the Niners. I imagine they're going to kneel this ball out. You already know what type of game this is going to be. I had said it earlier, all throughout the week, Seattle's going to try to make this game ugly. And already, I mean, for a 49ers Seahawks game to be 23-21 at the half is actually pretty rare. Usually these are low-scoring games. So if you had the over, it was 49.5, you're sitting pretty. I don't think these teams are going to go scoreless in the second half. But you knew this game was going to be close. You just knew it. Let's also pop up that halftime L3 that's at the bottom there. Who you got? SEA for the Seahawks, SF for the Niners. It's figuring to be a very, very entertaining second half. Let's give you some stats really quickly on what transpired in the first half. Going into recess, San Francisco with a narrow and slim and tiny 23-21 lead over the Seattle Seahawks. This game has been back and forth. This game has been highly entertaining. This game has lived up to expectations. Yes, the Seahawks are 3-8 on the year. They've been struggling mightily over the last couple of weeks. They're not a good football team, but they always are a good football team against the Niners and play this team very, very tough. And you knew it was going to be a knock 'em out, drag 'em out type of game. And that's what this game has been so far. Jimmy Garoppolo, 10 of 15, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Elijah Mitchell, been solid on the ground, 12 carries, 41 yards. The big story, and one of my keys to the game all throughout last week, without Deebo Samuel, target George Kittle. 5 catches, 121, and 2 touchdowns. Russell Wilson, surgical, 16 of 19, 111. And a tutty. Adrian Peterson, 6 carries, 8 yards. He did fumble it once. Seattle did recover it, but it didn't really matter. He got in for a score. And then Tyler Lockett, 2 catches, 18 yards. Seattle able to drive down the field right before halftime to trim in to the San Francisco 49ers lead. We are going to take a break here for halftime. You watching right now, get a drink, get some food, and we'll be back for third quarter action. It's going to pop off here on the 49ers Report. Make sure you join us. All right, we're back on the 49ers report. 49ers with the opening kickoff of the second half. Travis Benjamin just fumbled it, and the officials ruling that Seattle has come out with the football. Now let's see at the bottom of the pile who exactly has it. But Travis Benjamin got stripped right around the 21. Ball came out. And I think Seattle had the bodies to get the football back. 49ers are just kicking themselves in the foot, man. Yep, Seattle football. Homer has it. Awful, awful turnover for the 49ers. So a couple of my keys to the game, I want to circle back to those. I had said get George Kittle involved without Deebo Samuel. You have to. Win the time of possession. Niners have done a decent job of that. Got to win the turnover battle too. During the 3-game winning streak, they had won it 6-1. They're now losing the turnover battle 2-1. And Travis Benjamin is just insecure with the football there. You know, he has the ball in his right hand with defenders here. Doesn't put the ball in his left hand. And he gets stripped. Now Seattle takes over. People coming back in following halftime. 1,200 people watching live. And Seattle looking to take the lead. Ball at the 20.5-yard line. Man in motion, 2nd and 5. Wilson, handoff to Penny. He's going to get dropped after a gain of about 1 or 2. Type your stops in the comments section. Third and 2 for the Seahawks. Wilson in the gun, trips to his right, pass to his left, complete to DK Metcalf. Coverage by Josh Norman, just an in-breaking route. Metcalf caught it for the first down. Little stutter go in. Wilson under center now, ball at the 11. Sends a man in motion. Handoff goes to Penny up the middle for a gain of a few. Wilson, 2nd and 7. Handoff to Penny again. And this time he'll get a couple on 2nd and 7. Just tweeted out my thoughts. The guide to what you can't do against a desperate team that's bad but has owned you. Give up a fake punt for a 73-yard touchdown and shoot yourselves in the foot with turnovers, roughing the passer penalties. That's what the Niners have done today. Wilson. Oh, pass picked off. K'Wan Williams. It was bobbled. It should have been a touchdown. And instead, Everett tips it up to K'Wan Williams, and he picks it off at the goal line. What a bailout play. Everett was wide open for a touchdown. He dropped it, kicked the ball into the air, and K'Wan Williams was there to pick it off. So Everett today, an interception and a fumble, and the Niners get completely bailed out. Wow. What a game. Gerald Everett, thank you. So now the turnover battle, 2-2. Here's our Super Chat menu. Let's get the Super Chat menu popping once again. We just got another $5 Super Chat coming in. But for those of you who are watching right now, more than 1,300 of you, 553 likes, a great audience all throughout this game. If you're watching and you're like, what is this Super Chat menu? Well, of course, I'm doing play-by-play, answering your questions, live stats, live analysis, hot takes, the beautiful takes out there. I'm sending out tweets. I'm interacting with the Niner gang. We're also doing a Super Chat menu, which goes a long way in supporting everything that we do here on the channel. And what we do here on the channel, free daily videos, live shows every Tuesday. When breaking news happens, we're faster than anybody. We're not Big J journalists, although we give you analysis like some of the best out there, but we also like to have fun, and having fun is part of what we do, and having fun is our Super Chat menu. $1 Super Chat, we'll give you a shout out, $5 beer cheers, $10 beer chug, $20, we got the fireball on deck, I'll take a shot, and for a $50 Super Chat, I'll shotgun a beer. Do have a $5 Super Chat to get to. That means beer cheers from Anthony. Okay, shoot yourself in the foot. Let's hope Jimmy G throws no picks. Grab your pom-poms. They need our good vibes. They really do. And the good vibes, Anthony, you said that right before the interception, then led to a K'Wan Williams interception. So everybody thank Anthony for getting the good vibes going. $1 Super Chat from Nia Beth, 8. Shout out to Nia Beth. I drink to those. If we get to 46,000 subscribers today, do I need to go shirtless again? Type Y for yes, type N for no. We are a little more than 400 people away from 46,000 subscribers. What do I have to do if we get to 46K? We can start with everybody subscribing to the channel who hasn't subscribed to the channel yet. Branks better? Nah, we good. I understand that. Hell no from Paul. I see ya. Tim Warren, I see you in the chat as well. Brenda, yes. George, let's go Brandon. For Ayuk, N, wait for 50K from VBC. So for those of you not familiar, last week at the start of our watch party, I had jokingly said, look, we're 700, 800 people away from 45,000 subscribers. If we get there, which is really, at least I thought, was an impossible task, I'll take my shirt off and wave it atop my head like a helicopter. We ended up getting to 45,000 subscribers. So what I'm saying today is, if we get to 46K, what do I have to do? You let me know. 3rd and 8 for the Niners. Either way, subscribe to the channel, shirtless or not. Garoppolo in the gun. Use check to the left. Sends Kittle in motion from left to right. Garoppolo. Oh, he gets tackled for a safety. And that is going to tie the football game up at 23. I cannot believe that Seattle plays the 49ers so well, even when they're an awful football team. Garoppolo can't take the sack there. And the 49ers' right side of that offensive line just self-destructed. I think it was Tom Compton, who got straight up bulldozed. Type your Fs. Oliver Leach, Burnt, Mysis Lee, shout out to Chase, shout out to Mysis. It was Carlos Dunlap with the safety. Couple super chats to get to. $2 from Lightbolt K. Bang Bang Niner Gang, LFG. You already know. Eddie Marcos, $2 super chat. Why did Kyle give up on the run game so quick? I don't know if he's given up on the run game that quick. I think Mitchell had 13 to 15 carries in the first half. He'd be on pace for 26-30, depending on the math there. So now the Niners going to have to punt the ball away after the safety. Mitch Wishnowsky going to have to punt the ball away from the 20. It's a good punt to the 10. And Seattle will take over this offensive drive just past the 30. It was Reed on the return. Charlie Warner was in there on the tackle. So too was Dante Johnson. As we have a break in between plays, let me know what you're drinking today. We've had Fireball, Yinglings, Bud Light, little green tea with some caffeine so that I can stay up. Water as well. Shout out to producer Coop for reminding me because I've needed to get some water in me for sure. The chat's flowing. Let me get caught up here. I'll give you guys some shout outs. Russell Wilson and the Seahawks going to start this drive at the 30. Jack Daniels from Jeremy. Water for the win from Trev. Russell Wilson, play action, steps up in the pocket, pass to his left, complete. Tyler Lockett back in the game, toe drag swag. Orange juice from Oscar. Barg's root beer from Donald. Seagull blood from George. Okay, sipping on some horchata. I don't know what that is. Michelob from 49ers Adam, 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. Ball at the 46. Wilson, handoff to Penny, up the middle, gain of a couple. Soy sauce from Fisherman Ray. C4 for the gym from Joe. He's watching us while he's at the gym. Good looks, Joe. I think I'm going to get a run in after this, even though I've had some beers and shots. Got to keep this physique rolling. We get the 46K subs, you might see it. I don't know. People are talking. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 49 of Seattle. Right at the Seahawks head logo. Wilson, play action. Hufanga on the blitz. Wilson downfield, pass complete. It's Eskridge. Hufanga was a heat-seeking missile on the blitz, but got shot blocked legally, and Wilson was able to deliver. Really good pass block by Penny. Eskridge, the rookie with the catch. If Hufanga didn't get toppled, he could have sacked Wilson for a big loss. Instead, Seahawks ball at the 34. Trips to the right, one back, Wilson under center, Eskridge in motion, handoff. Azeez Al-Shire, and I believe Charles Omenihu on the stop. It was AP, Adrian Peterson on the give. 7 rushes, 10 yards for him, but he does have a Seahawks touchdown in his first game with the Seahawks. We'll do Manscaped at the next stoppage, Coop. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 31.5. Wilson in the gun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It's Metcalf one-on-one against Norman. 1 back. Back goes in motion. Wilson, pass, deep downfield. And he had Metcalf open, but he threw the ball out of bounds. Josh Norman in on coverage. 3rd and 8. Type your stops. Really need a stop here. Metcalf had Norman beat, but Wilson let him out of bounds. Couldn't even make the catch, passed too far as well. Anthony Ledesma, Goated Sons, Nia Beth, Ron Allen, Matthew Garcia, 49er Tim, Ronald, all typing their stops. Wilson brings it back into the backfield for protection. He takes the snap. 3rd and 8, pressured, sacked. He's brought down around the 40. Arden Key, the main defender, in for the stop. Huge sack for this 49ers defense. Arden Key lined up at defensive tackle. He got to Wilson first. Azeez Al-Shire was brought in on the blitz as well. 4th down for the Seahawks. 4th and 15. What does Pete Carroll decide to do? Russell Wilson walks over to the sideline. Are they going to punt it away or go for the field goal? It'll be about a 57-yarder. They're going to punt. And now they're going to take the delay of game to give them more room to punt. So it would have been a 56-yard field goal. Instead, they punt the football away. What's interesting is that they attempted a field goal around that range earlier on. So, given the circumstances, a very key stop for this Niners defense. 49ers don't send anybody on the punt. Instead, Ayuk fair catch at about the 7 or 8 yard line, and that's where San Francisco will take over. For all the super chats that we got to, cheers to the faithful. Also, cheers to Manscaped for making this watch party possible today. It's the holiday season. Get yourself something good or get somebody else good, something that's going to last for a really long time. You know, when I get asked what I want for Christmas, sometimes I just don't know what to come up with because there are things that I need, but sometimes I just want to be able to enjoy the holiday time with my friends and family. But when you do get a gift that lasts for a really long time, those are the ones that you really remember. And the brand new Lawnmower 4.0 and everything from Manscaped is the perfect holiday gift. Now, it might be weird to get your family member, your brother, your dad a ball trimmer, but if you tell your pops or your brother, yo, for mom, for your girlfriend, you got to be looking clean downstairs, so why not try the Lawnmower 4.0? 4 interchangeable blades, a battery life that lasts forever. There's a light on it so you can see what you're doing down in the nether region. Most importantly, safeguard technology so you don't get cut up like some of those cheap razors. And here's the best news. You get 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/49ers. Enter the promo code 49ers. You can get the Lawnmower 4.0, the perfect package. All of these men's grooming product tools, top notch. And they're fantastic for a holiday gift. Once again, manscaped.com/49ers. Enter the promo code 49ers. $2 super chat to get to from Eddie Marcos. Cut Norman. Yeah, I mean, Norman's forced like 8 fumbles this year. He's actually held up somewhat well in coverage. He's been okay. And I've criticized him a lot, but he's kind of responded to that criticism with some decent play. Todd Phillips, thank you for your replies on Twitter. You said, stop and let's go, Brandon. We need Brandon to get it going. Ayuk has been silent so far. Producer Chugs sending me a Manscaped link. I just retweeted it at Chase_Senior. You can check that out. And if you give me a follow and a retweet, I'll give you a shout out here on the show. Garoppolo, pass underneath to Elijah Mitchell. Only a gain of a couple. So 2nd and long. Next up for the Niners. A long drive where you milk a lot of clock would go a long way for San Francisco on this drive. 2nd and 7, ball at the 10. Garoppolo split back. 1 tight end, 2 receivers. Kittle goes in motion. Pitch out to the left to Elijah Mitchell. And on 2nd and 7, he picks up 2. 3rd and medium, coming up for the Niners on this down. You're deep in your own territory. A 3rd down conversion would be crucial here for the Niners. Elijah Mitchell goes off the field. I would imagine Jeff Wilson comes on unless the 49ers spread it wide. Don't get ideas. Producer Coop just did. Kyle Juszczyk in the backfield. Garoppolo in the gun. Sherfield in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. It's Sherfield, Jawan Jennings, and Brandon Ayuk with George Kittle. Garoppolo takes a snap. Pass over the middle. Complete. Ayuk, first catch of the day. Past the 30 to about the 34 before he's brought down. Type your ones for a monster third down conversion for the Niners. Huge pickup on the link up from Garoppolo to Kittle. Ayuk. First catch of the day for him. He dropped one earlier. In breaking route. And then he picked up some yards after the catch. San Francisco, of course, has missed Deebo Samuel today. But Ayuk gets on the board. 1 catch for 21. Ball at the 34 of their own. Garoppolo in the gun. Mitchell flanked to his right. Pass. Down the seam. Picked off again. Garoppolo intercepted. Ball going the other way. And Seattle's going to take over deep into San Francisco territory. It's Diggs with the INT. San Francisco has now turned the ball over 3 times. Garoppolo, 12 of 18, 181, 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. Taking a look at the all-22. He threw it down the seam. Pass was intended for, I guess, George Kittle, way off the mark. Should have went to Trent Sherfield. He was open, but he threw it behind and way too high over the head of George Kittle, INT for Seattle. Daniel Brunskill eventually ran Diggs out of bounds. Derek Afalava typing an F. Jeremy typing an F. Play Trey from Birdman Drug Stories. I don't think we're there yet. He hasn't played in weeks, but Garoppolo has been bad today. Wilson, pass to his right. Gain of a few. Second and medium. Jimmy Ward in on the stop. San Francisco's turned the ball over 3 times. Ball inside the 25 for Seattle. 21-26 is Russell Wilson. Quick pass to his left to Swain. Picks up the first down. Got a $10 super chat coming in from Olive Oil. We'll get that up on the screen here in just a few seconds. Seattle right now inside the Manscaped red zone. Ball at the 16. Penny gets the carry. Tackled by Bosa. Only gains 1 or 2. Olive Oil with the $10 soup. Let's stop this BS and end these chickens. San Francisco has had multiple opportunities to do that, and they haven't been able to today. Wilson in the gun, 2nd and 8, drops back, throws to his right. Tackle made. Seattle only able to pick up a couple, tight end in the flat. I think that might have been Ambry Thomas on the tackle. Type your stops. Let's hope the 49ers force a field goal here. Type your stops. Elizabeth, Virgil, Marty, Goated, all typing their stops. 3rd and 6. Wilson in the gun, trips formation to the left. Back to his right. Wilson, pass into the end zone for Lockett. Touchdown on Josh Norman. Seattle scores. Great touch pass from Russell Wilson. Seattle goes back up on top. 29-23. 12-yard catch from Russell Wilson to Tyler Lockett. Type your Fs. Norman, he was beat. He grabbed the arm of Lockett, no flag, still got beat. It was really a great ball by Russell Wilson. One of those Russell Wilson moon balls where he throws that high arcing pass and Lockett ran right underneath it. All happened after the Diggs interception. Extra point, up and good. Seattle up by 7, their largest lead of the game, 30-23. For those of you watching right now, if you like what you're seeing, a big reason for that, we're consistent in our coverage, we're reliable, we're faster than anybody, we're more entertaining and informative than anybody. We do watch parties like this. We go live every Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, and that's why we're the largest 49ers News and Rumors channel on YouTube. We're trying to get to 46,000 subscribers. So if you like what you're seeing, if you want more interactive, entertaining, informative coverage, just hit that red subscribe button down below. Already today, we've been able to pick up more than 300 new subscribers, and we're trying to add to that. And if we get to 46,000 subscribers, do I have to take my shirt off again like I did last week? Last week I had said jokingly, we get to 45,000 subs and we pick up 700 new people, I'll go shirtless. We did the impossible and we did it. So I went shirtless. What do I have to do this time? Do I got to go shirtless if we get to 46K? Type Y for yes, type N for no. We'll give you some shout outs here. Or come up with another idea as to what I should do. Somebody said, save the shirtless maneuver if we get to 50,000. We're not going to get to 50,000, but maybe when we get there, that's cause for a big celebration. David Wells, why? Ronald, Chase, you need a drink? Yes, I do. Shoot. Jeremy, yes. Where are you watching the game at? Chat Sports Studios in Dallas, Texas. Tony, do shots of vodka. I don't really like vodka. I'd rather do tequila. But I have Fireball today. $20 super chat. I'll take another shot of Fireball. Put in Trey Lance from Niner Faith. How long do you let this man kill your team? From Matthew. Look, Garoppolo's been good the last month. He's been bad today. Human Being is in California. Nice. Handstand from Goated Sus. Chris Cool. Why get away from the run when we had the lead? They've run a lot, man. They haven't gone away from the run. It's just Garoppolo has thrown a couple of INTs. Let me know who you got. SEA for the Seahawks, SF for the Niners. 80% of the votes on our live poll going with San Francisco. 3,300 plus votes. Thanks to all of you who voted. If you haven't, vote now. And as always, subscribe to the channel. 49ers, JaMychal Hasty, going to take the kick out to about the 30. That's where San Francisco will start their offensive drive. Jeremy Saldana in Texas, as are we. Shout out to the great state of Texas. Moved here at the end of February. Couldn't be more happy with my choice to join the Chat Sports squad and be living here in Dallas. I'll drink to the struggles right now. Since 2012, Seattle 15-4 against the Niners. Even better, 14 of 16. The last 16 matchups. Garoppolo under center, handoff to Elijah Mitchell. Those of you asking for the run, you got it right there. Gain of about 5 on first down. ATG Nat podcast. Who were you before you got married? No ring on this finger, bro. I ain't married. Shout out to the girl Kira, though. 2nd and 5 for the 49ers. Elsewhere across the NFL, Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Locked in a good one. It's 10-9 Baltimore. Ball at nearly the 35 of their own for San Francisco. 2nd and 5, I formation. Haven't seen a lot of these eye looks today. Pitch out to Eli Mitchell. He's going to get about 2 yards away from the first down marker. He had some space, but Brooks, Diggs, able to stop him short. 3rd and 1. And a big one at that next up for the Niners. 1:22 left in the third quarter. Juszczyk in the eye. Had a nice block on Reed, but Brooks was kind of a free man, and he tackled Mitchell a yard short. .104 and counting left in the third. Play clock approaching 5. Garoppolo under center. Handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to get short, and he fumbled the football. Seattle ball. And he's down. He's hurt. He got popped. I formation. I think his knee might be down. So I think the Niners might be able to punt this ball away. Either way, Diggs with the fumble recovery. Elijah Mitchell is down, though. That's the focus for us right now. The bell cow back has been a little bit banged up this year. He got popped on that 3rd and 1 carry. He honestly did get close to the first down marker, but I think he was short. $1,800 people watching live. It's a good opportunity to tell you about today's presenting sponsor, Manscaped. Right now, you can get 20% off and free shipping on the best and most elite men's grooming products by going to manscaped.com/49ers. Treat yourself or somebody who you care about during this holiday season with the best men's grooming product tools. Your balls will thank you if you get hooked up with Manscaped. 20% off and free shipping, manscaped.com/49ers. The perfect package really is the perfect gift for anybody during this holiday season. You get the Lawnmower 4.0, 4 interchangeable blades, a battery life that lasts an eternity, a light so that you can see what you're doing, safeguard technology so you don't get nicked up and cut up, but also within that perfect package, ball toner, ball deodorant, the most comfortable boxer briefs that you'll ever wear, and I'm not just saying that, and a travel bag. So if you travel often, whether that be on a flight, on the ground, you can put everything into your travel bag, and it really is a necessity that I use every time I do travel. One more time, the official men's grooming product sponsor of the 49ers Report and the San Francisco 49ers, 20% off and free shipping. Just go to manscaped.com/49ers. John Wallace with the $5 suit. We got them right where we want them. Either you show it now or this looks bad after a 3-game stand. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like you got them where you want them because depending on if Elijah Mitchell actually fumbled the football away, Seattle going to have an opportunity to go up 14 deep in Niners territory. And if that's the case, you don't have Seattle where you want them. But it really all depends on if Elijah Mitchell was down or not. He got hurt on that play. So, coming back from commercial break, trying to see if Elijah Mitchell is okay. He took a shot to the upper body. His knee may have been down. It's going to be 4th down and a yard. Ball is at the 39, and Kyle Shanahan's going to go for it. This could be the game here. Maybe you try to draw Seattle off sides, but as of right now, Kyle Shanahan's going to go for it. JaMychal Hasty in the backfield. No Elijah Mitchell. Garoppolo in the gun. Kittle in motion. Garoppolo's going to keep it on a quarterback keeper, and he's going to get stop flag on the play. I think it could be a legal motion on San Francisco. What a bad play call. It was an RPO for Garoppolo. And I think it might have been on San Francisco. False start on the Niners. So they can punt. Pre-snap play. So Niners get bailed out after an awful play call from Kyle Shanahan. You're running RPO with Jimmy G? What the hell are you doing, man? You bring in Trey Lance in this situation, if anything, who hasn't played in weeks. And you run an RPO with Jimmy G? Look, Kyle Shanahan's been in his bag the last month plus. But that's an awful, awful call. Niners going to punt the ball away. Mitch Wishnowsky gets rid of it. Ball's going to drop at about the 25, bounce back to the 29. Gosh, the Seahawks drive me fucking crazy. Unbelievable, dude. Nicholas, what are we doing, bro? I hear ya. Kill a Jolts, we need a pick 6. Zombieland, Kyle Shannon can't. I mean, he's been great the last month plus, as I mentioned, but that play call was just atrocious. Great Jimmy Garoppolo's performance so far in this game. He's thrown a couple of picks, missed a couple of throws, A, B, C, D, or F. Get your votes in. We'll give you some shout-outs. Give you some shout-outs here. David Perez, D-. George, a Z. Look, C-. Chris O, many Fs. Ryan Ram, F. Kyle, C. Tim, C. Roddy, D. Harold Murillo, F. Shane, get rid of Jimmy G. Sylvia, C. Travis, D. Sam, D. Mattis, F. Randy, F. Planet of Atheists, A if you're a Seahawk, truth. Gilbert, F. Trev, D. John Wallace, F-. Dan Compton, triple F. D-Man, Sam Young, put Trey Lance in. Igor, F-. Molv, C-. Rocco, D. 49er Tim, C-. Yeah, he's not been good today. Really no other way to put it. Todd Phillips, D. This is just awful, man. Got some super chats coming in. We'll get to those here momentarily. We're in a commercial break right now. 1,800 people watching live. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so right now. We've picked up about 300 subscribers today. If you want the best 49ers coverage on YouTube that's both entertaining, fun, informative, and involves the audience, then hit that red subscribe button down below. Jamie Patrick, $2 super. Thank you. Olive Oil with the $5 super. There's still another quarter. Let's get our act together and finish this. We were in a commercial break because this game from Lumen Field going into the fourth quarter. With those supers, I'll finish my beer. Seattle will start this drive at the 24. 15 minutes even at the start of this fourth. Everett goes in motion. Wilson over the middle. Lockett, first down. Just a simple RPO. Throw it over the middle. Lockett was there, able to come back off that early injury. Looks like Jeff Wilson Jr. is shaken up. So without him and Elijah Mitchell, you're down to Jermichael Hasty. No Deebo Samuel, of course, as well. Ball at the 40 now. After the nice gain for Seattle on first down. Downs reset. Wilson, empty set. Going to get sacked in the backfield. Jordan Willis. Believe that's his first sack of the year. An NFL trade deadline acquisition last year for the Niners from the New York Jets. Missed the first 6 games for violating the NFL's policy on PEDs. Able to beat Dwayne Brown and tackle Wilson at the 30. It's a big play. Back the Seahawks up a little bit. Got to keep this game at a touchdown game. Second and 20, loss of 10 on the sack for Jordan Willis. Wilson takes the snap, gets pressured again, going to step up and run. Only gains about 4. Good job by Azeez Al-Shire to not contact him in a way that would have drawn a penalty. 3rd and 16 for the Seahawks. Type your threes or your stops, whatever one you please. Get the good vibes going. Need a stop here. 1,800 plus people watching live. Thanks to all of you for making the 49ers Report a part of your day. 3rd and 16 for the Seahawks. They're going to spread it wide. Wilson brings it back to his left. It's Homer. 3 receiver set. No tight ends. Niners only going to rush 4. They bring a stunt. Wilson, ball up into the air. Picked! Azeez Al-Shire. Are they going to mark it an interception or not? One official comes in and says it was incomplete. Let's see what the official ruling is. Little twist stunt called by D'Amico Ryans. They're going to say no interception right now. We got to take a look at the replay. Russell Wilson sandwiched. Nick Bosa in on the pressure. And I think that's not going to be an interception. Wilson got smacked. Ball got tipped up into the air. Azeez Al-Shire had 2 hands underneath it, and then I think the ball came out of his hands and hit the turf. So it's not going to be an INT, especially when it wasn't ruled an interception. But Azeez Al-Shire, big play Azeez, in on another big play. 4th and 16 for the Seahawks. They're going to punt this football away. Azeez clamoring for that call to be overturned, but it's not. Ayuk fields the punt off the bounce, and it takes him inside the 10. It either would have been touchdown inside the 5, or he had to field it, and he gained a couple of yards. $5 super chat coming in from Anthony. Just sending out a tweet here. Don't mind me. If you give me a retweet and a follow at Chase_Senior, I'll give you a shout out. Speaking of shout outs, Anthony, what's up? Shoot yourself in the foot. That team is back. Final score 40-23 Seahawks. Jimmy Garoppolo has one more pick to throw. They will be demolished by the Bengals. Yeah. Not going to be an easy game going to Cincinnati after Cincinnati kind of laid an egg against the Chargers. They made it a game and came back, and then the Chargers able to end that game in a flurry. Also, as I mentioned, you give me a retweet and a follow at Chase_Senior. I'll give you a shout out live on the show with almost 2,000 people watching live. Producer Jeffrey Cooperstein doing a great job today. San Francisco not doing a great job. They've coughed the football up multiple times. One of my keys to the game, got to win the turnover battle. The only way that Seattle wins the game is, this is what I said during my preview, is if the 49ers give them life. They've given them life this year. So give me a retweet. Give me a follow at Chase_Senior. I'll give you a shout. Leo, 49ers Hive, John Wallace, Debo Samuel, Enjoyer. Thanks for all the love on Twitter, as well as John Weaver, Sergio Quintero, and Santiago. Good looks on the support. Picked up 14 followers today on Twitter. I'll check my Instagram. It's the same handle on IG. And give some shout outs to anybody who's given me a follow there. Gregerson, Harper Nation, Cox Mamba, Caesar, Chris Orr, Cat Pritchard, Veggie Mao, Justin Cox, and Sky Dante. Thank you for the follows on IG. It's at Chase_Senior on Twitter and Instagram. In a commercial, Niners deep in their own territory, down by 7, 12:43 left in the fourth. Sherfield goes in motion. Elijah Mitchell back on the field, single back. Garoppolo, play action, pass down the seam to Kyle Juszczyk, catch, first down. Gain of about 13, 15 yards. Good back shoulder ball from Garoppolo, good adjustment on the catch from Juice. ATG Nat, Ashley Taylor, thank you for the follows on Twitter. Shout out to y'all. I make the rules, I follow them because I'm no fraud. 1,800 people watching live, now 1,900 people watching live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for free daily videos on the 49ers. If you like what you're seeing, just hit that red sub button. 1st and 10 for the Niners. Ball at the 21. Garoppolo, I formation, takes the snap, handoff to Elijah Mitchell. Gains 2 or 3 yards. Let's do a little prediction time. Let me know who you got. We're also going to go into sub-only chat. So I'm going to ask you who you got. Type SEA for the Seahawks, SF for the 49ers. I'm looking at our live poll. Almost 4,000 votes, 79% going with the Niners. But the Seahawks are up by 7 at a score of 30-27. Those of you who are commenting right now are subscribed to the channel. If you want some shout-outs, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that red sub button for the best 49ers coverage on YouTube. Let me know who you got. SEA for the Seahawks, SF for the Niners. 2nd and 8. Garoppolo, pass to his left, intended for Brandon Ayuk, broken up by Reed. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Niners. 11 and 14, clock stopped. In-breaking route for Ayuk, and really just a good play by Reed to reach over Ayuk. Had his left hand around him, bang, bang play. I wouldn't throw the flag, though. Ayuk, 1 catch for 21 yards today. He's been silent without Deebo Samuel. 3rd and 8. Garoppolo, pass, downfield. Ayuk, there he is. Caught it, went to the ground, lost the football, then re-recovered it. And the officials are going to say he caught that football. Rose up, climbed the ladder, went down to the ground. Ground caused the fumble. So the Niners will have it at the 45 of their own. 1st and 10, downs reset. Pete Carroll's going to challenge it. I don't think it's going to stand. Ayuk, 1 foot, 2 foot, possession of the ball, went down to the ground, and then he lost it. I think this play is going to stand. Now, he took a shot to the back, but even with that, he still maintained possession of the football. I'd be shocked if this call is overturned, but we never know what the Zebras are thinking. Type your ones for a first down, and as we're in a commercial break, as they review it, let's give a shout out to today's presenting sponsor, Manscaped, for making this watch party between the Seahawks and the Niners one of the best, most ferocious rivalries in the National Football League possible. It's the holiday season, so treat yourself or treat somebody who you care about with some great men's grooming product tools. It might be weird to say, you know what, homie, you need a ball trimmer. But this is something that's going to last you years. And really, when you think about gifts, of course, it's the thought that counts, but it's the longevity of those gifts as well. And the Lawnmower 4.0 lasts forever. Not just in terms of the product, but the battery life too. 4 interchangeable blades, safeguard technology. You use some of those cheap razors, and you end up bleeding, cut up. Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped doesn't do that, and you can get 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/49ers report. Enter the promo code 49ers. Let me know who you got. Type SEA for the Seahawks, SF for the Niners. I'll give you some shout outs right now. Those of you who can comment are subscribed to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're watching this and you're like, you know what, this is kind of cool. I'm a part of a faithful family of a live audience of more than 2,000 people, but also you can be a part of the faithful family of more than 45,000 subscribers that brings you entertaining, informative, educational, and fun Niners coverage that involves and includes the audience unlike any channel out there. We're also the largest 49ers news and rumors channel on YouTube. Free daily videos, latest 49ers news and rumors. When breaking news happens, we're faster than anybody to push out a video with instant analysis and reaction. We do watch parties like this where sometimes 50 to 80,000 people have joined us. We also go live every single Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, where we bring you everything happening with this football organization, and we also do mailbags where I answer all of your questions live. Last week, we got to 45,000 subs. I said at the start of the broadcast, if we got there and picked up 700 plus subs, I'd take my shirt off. We ended up getting there. I didn't think it was going to be possible. We got there. Today, if we get to 46,000, do I got to take my shirt off again? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Somehow, and I'm shocked, that play was overturned. No catch for Ayuk. So Pete Carroll wins the challenge, and the Seahawks get the ball back, 10:56 left, up 30-23 on the Niners. Flag thrown on the punt return. Illegal block in the back on Seattle. That'll push them back just a bit. Let's pop up our Super Chat menu with 2,100 people watching live. Just moments ago, I had talked about us being a very fun, interactive YouTube channel. I've been doing play-by-play all throughout the watch party and taking down some beers and taking shots. Here's our Super Chat menu. If you want to support the show and everything that we do, $1 Super Chat, I'll give you a shout-out. $5 beer cheers. $10 beer chug. $20, I'll take a shot. $50, I'll shotgun a beer. And hopefully, I don't have to shotgun a beer drinking our sorrows with another Niners loss to Seattle, which would make their record 500 going to Cincinnati next week. A Cincinnati team that lost to the Chargers this week. So Seattle will start this drive at the 27. They're going to try to run the football. Penny gets the give, gains about a half yard. That's it. Aaron Aguilar, just don't start rapping. Love you, bud. I was rapping, spitting bars last week, and the people were loving it. Elsewhere across the NFL, Washington football team just took a 17-15 lead over the Raiders on a last-second field goal. Wilson rolls to his right, pass complete to Lockett, pushed out of bounds by Jaquiski Tart, 3rd and short. Next up for the Niners. Big down for this Niners defense. Producer Coop thinks that Tupac is overrated. Just blasphemy. My bar's not as good as his, but his bar is elite. Wilson in the gun, trips to the left. He's going to look, pass, complete, short of the sticks to Everett. It'll be 4th and 2 and a flag. My goodness, dude. Gosh. Everett got hit in the head. Personal foul. San Francisco. 15-yard penalty. On a 3rd and short, when you had him stopped, you hit him in the face. Everett caught it. Norman came in, or no, it wasn't Norman. It was Dante Johnson. Hit Everett right in the face mask. Helmet-to-helmet contact. .940 and counting. Left in the 4th. Niners, 8 penalties for 66 yards, and all of them have really been backbreakers, at least seemingly. Penny's going to get the give. He's going to rush for a 1st down. Get the ball down to the San Francisco 40. Went off the left side, picked up 10. First and 10 for Seattle. Clock approaching 9 minutes. Ball at the San Francisco 40. Wilson under center. Play action. Gets pressured. Ball short of Everett into the flat. 2nd and 10. Nick Bosa came around the edge. He was breathing right down the neck of Russell Wilson. .8:54 left in the fourth. Time not on the side of San Francisco. 149 Super Chat coming in from Angelica Hansen. Thank you for that 149 Super Chat. Really goes a long way in supporting what we do. 2nd and 10. Wilson drops it all for Penny. He's going to get the first down and more. To the 30, 25, 20, to the 15. Inside the 15 to about the 12. Rashad Penny, first down, dump off pass, screen pass, Russell Wilson to him. All happened because of the Dante Johnson personal foul. Wilson dumped it off to his left, and then Penny did the rest. Broke up the center of the field, and then broke it out to the right. Huge gain. Got a couple of Super Chats to get to. We'll pop those up here in just a few moments. Adrian Peterson now gets the carry on 1st and 10. He'll gain a few. Really what Seattle's trying to do with 8 minutes and counting left. Bleed the clock, go up 2 scores, and make it really hard for San Francisco to come back. San Francisco has nobody to blame but themselves for a disastrous performance in Seattle. $5 Super Chat from Ted DeWitt. Refs have been one-sided. No. When you turn the football over this many times, you deserve to lose. Seattle deserves to lose. Or 49ers deserve to lose, excuse me. And then another super from Eric. We got the lambs and Sea Chickens got us. Damn right. It's going to be 15 of 18. No, 15 of 17 in this rivalry. 3rd and 4 for the Seahawks. Type your threes. At this point, just a disaster of a clunker for the Niners. Not saying they can't come back, but a disaster up to this point. Ted DeWitt, thank you for the super. 8-play, 66-yard drive for the Seahawks. This lasted 3:51. Seahawks are going to call a timeout, try to get the right play. Aaron J. Miller, Leo, I see the love on Twitter. Appreciate it. 19 new followers on Twitter today, a couple more on Instagram. Thanks to all of you for supporting what I do and supporting what we do. Third and 4. Seattle at the 7. Wilson in the gun. Niners send 4. Pocket collapses. Wilson, pass complete. Short of the first down marker by a half yard, maybe even less than that. Seattle's going to go for it. 4th and inches. This really could be the game. 6:30 in counting. 4th and 1. It's really inches. Wilson in the gun. Handoff. Goes for a first down. Seattle gets down to about the 1.5 yard line. New poll up right now in the live chat. Can the 49ers mount a comeback? 120 votes already. 55 yes, 45% no. Yeah, really, you give up a touchdown here and all hope is lost, pretty much. Ball at the 1. 5:56 left. Clock is stopped. First and goal for the Seahawks. $45,662 of you are subscribed to the channel. If you want more free daily videos on the 49ers Report, touching on the latest 49ers news, 49ers rumors, breaking news, watch parties, live shows every Tuesday, hit that red subscribe button and hop on board the faithful family. Wilson in the gun. Handoff goes to Adrian Peterson. He gets bottled up at about the 1. Situations like this just aren't good for San Francisco. Already down a touchdown. You got to think Seattle's already going to get 3, but the more time that bleeds off the clock on this 11-play, 71-yard drive that's approaching 6 minutes, the worse it is for the Niners. I formation. AP in the backfield, just signed this week, gets the carry, and he gets tackled for a loss of 1. So now it's going to be 3rd and goal from nearly the 3. In on the stop was DJ Jones, who's had a terrific game today. And really has had a terrific season since signing that short-term deal with the Niners this offseason. 4:30 now, and counting, as the clock continues to bleed. Niners down a touchdown. 3rd and goal from, let's call it the 2.5. Wilson in the gun, 3 receivers to the left. Man in motion, it's Lockett. DK Metcalf, one-on-one. Pitch play to Everett, gets stopped short. So Seattle can go up by 2 scores. Did the 49ers just force a fumble? 49ers are saying that they recovered the football. Dante Johnson came out of the pile with the ball. What are the officials calling? Is it a turnover for Seattle? I think it is. Everett. Helmet on the ball. Ball out. Did San Francisco cleanly recover it? Dante Johnson out of the pile. What the fuck is going on? 2,200 people watching live. Seattle on a 3rd and short carry, trying to salt this game away. They fumble the football. 4 turnovers this half between the Niners and Seattle. Holy shit. I see people in the chat, they're as confused as I am. Niner football. Venom saying, yo. I'm saying yo too. Now the Niners have to go 99 yards to try to tie this game up. Seattle just called their second timeout. Niners have all 3. $5 super chat coming in from Dave in the Desert. A 49ers Report OG. Azeez Al-Shire again on a big play. He's the one who put the hat on the football. Dave in the Desert with the $5 soup. And to get caught up on those other super chats that I might have forgotten to drink to, I can't remember at this point. Drink to that. Jimmy doesn't do comebacks. 49ers need another spark. Let's see what Trey can do. Way too late to bring in Trey. And type your LFGs. Garoppolo, split back. Play action. Pass downfield. He's got Kittle. Past the 20 to the 25, 30. Nice ball. Nice design. Niners moving the rock. Clock stops at 3:56. Split back. Garoppolo faked the handoff. Little RPO action to Elijah Mitchell. He had George Kittle at the near sideline. He put it on him, and Kittle picked up a few yards after the catch. Also, shout out to Dante Johnson. He was the one who got whistled for that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. He's the one who recovered the fumble. Type your ones. Ball at the 31. Garoppolo in the gun. Drops it off for Mitchell. Has blockers out in front. Mitchell past the 35 to about the 40 to the 41 for a Niners first down. Type your ones. Elsewhere across the NFL, Pittsburgh takes a 20-13 lead on Baltimore. Upset brewing there in the Steel City. If you want to get your super chats in, get them in. I see one coming in from Billy Hopkins. We'll get to it here in a moment. Garoppolo has Juwan Jennings in motion. Play action, fakes the handoff, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. Garoppolo showing off the legs, gets past midfield into Seattle territory for a first down. There is a flag on the play. I would guess it's holding. In the meantime, $5 super from Billy. It was a holding on the offense. Glad you know these flags aren't Niners versus the refs, but errors in the players for hitting these. Love this rivalry. Always exciting, never dull. Go Hawks, though. I'm just calling it like it is, man. When you turn the football over this many times, flag, by the way, on Laken Tomlinson, going to be 1st and 20. You can't blame the officials. That's the easy route. And I'm not for easy excuses. I'm for watching the game and calling it like it is. And the Niners have turned the football over. They took a safety. They've been bad. Jimmy Garoppolo's thrown a couple of picks. Ball at the 31. Garoppolo in the gun. Back to his left. Garoppolo has Ayuk. Gains about 19 on 1st and 20. 2nd and a yard and a half to be exact. Started in, broke out. It required a touch from Jimmy G, and that's what he did. 2nd and 2, but it's really a 2nd and 1. Garoppolo under center. Give goes to Mitchell. Has the first down to the 45 to about the 44 of Seattle. 2:50 and counting. Niners need a touchdown to come back. 2,400 people watching live. If you like what you're seeing, this isn't all we do. Free daily videos covering the latest 49ers news and rumors. We're faster than anybody. We're more informative than anybody. And we're more entertaining than anybody. No Big J journalist stuff here. We just cover this football team. Hit that red subscribe button down below. Let's get to 46,000 subscribers. If you like this team, you'll like our coverage. I formation. Garoppolo under center. Split eye. Garoppolo drops back now. Pass over the middle. Caught. Kittle. First down. Diggs is saying it's incomplete. Officials are saying it is complete. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. 49ers matriculating down the field. They need a touchdown to tie it, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to win it. It's a good opportunity to tell you about our powering sponsor for today's watch party, Manscaped. For the best men's grooming products, go to manscaped.com/49ers. Automatically, by using that link at the bottom of your screen, you get 20% off and free shipping. The Lawnmower 4.0 is the best way to trim up your ball hair, your chest hair, your back hair, or your beard. Interchangeable blades, of course, but it also has a battery life that lasts longer than the career of Frank Gore. Manscaped.com/49ers. Enter the promo code 49ers. We got jokes. That's also why you subscribe. You get 20% off and free shipping. Couple of super chats have come in. $5 from Brittany Reese. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Is that it? That's the only super chats that did come in. Thank you, Brittany, for watching. And no matter where you are or how you're watching, we appreciate you for making the 49ers Report a part of your day. 2,500 people watching live. one of the largest audiences we've had. Let me ask you who you got. SEA for the Seahawks, SF for the Niners. Get those predictions in. Also, our live poll, 813 votes and counting. Can the Niners mount a comeback? 60% yes, 40% no. Continue to get those votes in. And for Brittany's $5 super, beer cheers. I see Brandon, John, Tim Lyons, George Benvitas, Paul, Elizabeth, Chris, Young Mello, Lightning, Herb, Harold, Young, Seb, Jeff, Jeremy, Nicole and Harold Gillenwater, John Wallace, 49er Tim, all getting their votes in. Greatly appreciate it. Also, for those of you just hopping on board, I'm doing play-by-play flawlessly without stuttering my words, and I've been drinking beers all day. Hashtag built different. $1 super chat, we'll give you a shout out. $5 beer cheers, $10 beer chug, $20 fireball on deck. We'll take a shot. $50 super chat, I'll shotgun a beer because I'm never scared. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. 45,713 subscribers. If we get to 46K, it's up to the audience. They said I got to take my shirt off, do a handstand, or do a beer shotgun. Subscribe to the channel, we'll do one of them. If we get to 46K, Garoppolo, gonna pass it to his right to Kittle, breaks the tackle, past the 25 to the 20. There is a flag on the play. What is it gonna be? A block downfield? Trent Sherfield's gonna be whistled for holding, I believe. Garoppolo got pressured, had to step up in the pocket, got hit, still unleashed a throw to Kittle. Looked like he was going to be brought down for a loss. Instead, he broke a tackle. It's not going to matter. Trent Sherfield whistled for a block in the back. He's been whistled for a couple of those penalties today. Not good. 49ers continue to shoot themselves in the foot. It really came at the end of the play when it didn't matter. Soft call by the official, in my opinion. Kittle had already gained the first down. Now, Sherfield's action was worthy of the penalty, but the actual call, garbage. $2,700 people watching live. More super chats coming in. 1st and 10, ball at the 30. Garoppolo, pass over the middle. Kittle, gain of about 6 or 7. 144 and counting. San Francisco has all 3 timeouts left. Trying to drive down the field on a bad Seahawks defense. $2 super. 49ers versus the refs. It's confirmed. How about this is confirmed? Multiple turnovers. Pablo, $2 super. 49ers for life. Say hi to my daughter Sophie, please. Hi, Sophie. Much love. Thanks for watching the 49ers report. Garoppolo, 2nd and 3, in the gun. Takes the snap. Pass over the middle. Caught. Ayuk to the 15, inside the 10. To about the 7. 49ers moving no huddle. Down by 7. 1st and goal. Garoppolo look left, through middle for Ayuk. Had a big drop earlier that was overturned. Big catch right there. 50 seconds and counting. San Francisco with all 3 timeouts. An 8-play, 91-yard drive that's lasted 3:20 and counting. Split back. 2 receiver set. 1 tight end. Elijah Mitchell gets the carry to the 4. Kyle Shanahan's going to call a timeout. 30 seconds. 29, 28, 27. Clock stops there. 2nd and goal. 3 timeouts for the Niners. Down a touchdown. 7 points ties it. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion wins it for the Niners. Buckle in. We're coming in for a landing. What happens on this drive? TD, FG, turnover. Hopefully not a punt. That would be disastrous. DW Bowdit, TD. VBC, TD. Tim Lyons, TD. John Wallace, TD. Let's go. $5 super. Montana works. Lasts longer than Frank Gore, you say? Damn it, Frank. I sure wish I knew how to quit you. Frank Gore, legendary Niner. 2nd and goal for San Francisco. 32 seconds left on the game clock. Ball at the 4.5. Split back. Kittle in motion. Handoff once again to Mitchell. He gains about 1. That brings up a 3rd and goal. 25 seconds left. You got to think San Francisco is going to pass it on these next 2 plays. Another super chat coming in. We'll get that on the screen soon. Jeffrey Cooperstein doing a good job along the fly. Ted DeWitt, Chase, you're the man, but quit defending the refs. I'm not defending the refs. I am criticizing San Francisco going up against a bad football team that's 3-8, turning the football over 3-4 times and taking a safety. Those are facts. Sorry if we disagree. Thank you for watching the show. 3rd and goal, 27 seconds left. Niners down by 7. It's been a 10-play, 95-yard drive. Type your TDs if you want to get the good vibes going. Once again, 3rd consecutive play that's split back. 2 receivers, 1 tight end. Garoppolo, RPO, looks over the middle. Pass dropped. Trent Sherfield with the drop. No. 4th and goal now. How do you drop that ball? He was getting held. First of all, I don't know how you call that. He's getting mobbed on the play. How do you not call the flag there? That time I'll go against the refs. 4th and goal. 21 seconds left. I don't have a good feeling about this. I really don't. Ball at the 3. 22 seconds left. Trips to the left. 1 back in the backfield. Garoppolo in the gun. They're going to get the play off, but they're going to call a timeout. It was the Niners who I believe called a timeout. Kyle Shanahan wanted to see what the defensive alignment was. San Francisco calls a timeout, down by 7. 3,000 people watching live right now. Let me know who you got. SEA for the Seahawks, SF for the Niners. Give you some shout outs here. I see Malik Briggs, Elizabeth, Sheehan, Patrick, Vishal, Jeremy, Lucy, Roderick, Young Mello, all in the chat right now. Pop up that subway in if you can. We bring you free daily videos covering the latest 49ers news and rumors. Live shows every Tuesday. When breaking news happens, we have a video before anybody and watch parties like this. Here's the game. 22 seconds left. 2 receivers to the left. 1 tight end and a receiver to the right. JaMychal Hasty in the backfield. Garoppolo in the gun. Drops back. Pass is tipped. Game over. Pass gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss for the Niners. Seahawks hold on. Seahawks hold on to save their season. They're going to move to 4-8. San Francisco going to drop to 6-6. Garoppolo looked to his right. He had Sherfield open. Would have been a touchdown probably if the pass got through. Instead, it's batted down. Seattle holds on. Geno Atkins with the pass breakup. Unbelievable. What a brutal loss. The most heartbreaking aspect of it being that Garoppolo's pass was tipped. Didn't even have an opportunity to at least make an attempt at a game-winning catch. I mean, everybody's going to want to blame the refs. You know what I blame? 3 turnovers. A safety. That's it. That's the game. That's the game. You could blame the officials all they want, or all you want. The Seahawks are about to move to 4-8. They have no incentive to give Seattle life. That team sucks, other than Russell Wilson. The Seahawks, they just own the Niners, and San Francisco blew it. That's it. That's all it comes down to. That's a bad loss. And now you drop to 6-6, and you got to go on the road next week to take on a Bengals team that just lost to the Los Angeles Chargers. Just unbelievable, man. For those of you still watching, if you want to give me a follow on Twitter, I'll be tweeting out our post-game show, which we'll be doing here on the channel. Turn those notifications on. I tweet out all the latest 49ers news and rumors. Here at Chat Sports, also cover the NFL as an entirety, as well as the NBA. We'll be doing a post-game show here in just a little while. Final score, Seahawks take down the Niners. Final score of 30-23. Really a back-breaking loss for San Francisco. One that really hurts in the moment. And a game that was there to be had. A game that could have been taken. San Francisco just didn't do enough to win. In fact, they shot themselves in the foot, as they often do against a bad Seahawks team that they have given life to once again. Luckily, you don't have to play the Seahawks again this year. The bad thing is, still got to take on the Rams. You got to go on the road next week to take on the Bengals. You have a winnable schedule, no question, but you have a Thursday night short week game coming up on Christmas week against the Tennessee Titans. That's not going to be easy either. And some other teams improved their playoff stock this week. Let's do a little recap here before we step away to do our postgame show. Seahawks take down the Niners 30-23. 49ers record now even up 6-6 on the year. Garoppolo 20-30, 299, 2 touchdowns, but 2 bad picks. Elijah Mitchell, 22 carries, 66 yards. George Kittle, 9 catches, 181, and 2 tutties. He was brilliant today. Wasn't enough. Russell Wilson has looked terrible the last couple of weeks. Actually looked himself today. 30-37, 231, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Rashad Penny, 10 carries, 35. Adrian Peterson also had a touchdown on the ground. Tyler Lockett, 7 catches, 68. But the big storyline in this game, San Francisco taking a safety. San Francisco turning the football over 3 times. Myself, producer Jeffrey Cooperstein, we are going to step aside to get our graphics ready for our post-game show. Thanks to everybody for joining us during our watch party. Big game coming up next week against the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll be back for another watch party. For all of you who joined us today, for those of you who subscribed, thank you so much. Just because the Niners lost doesn't mean we're not going to be doing a post-game show. Doesn't mean we're not going to be pushing out free daily videos all throughout this week and reacting to this game tomorrow. Final score, 30-23. Seattle somehow beats the Niners once again. That is 15 losses in 17 games against this franchise that just owns this squad. Really is unbelievable. And it's a heartbreaking loss today. So we'll pop up the scoreboard. We're going to get our graphics ready for our post-game show. Make sure you turn on those notifications. Therefore, you know when our post-game show does come out. For everybody who watched us today, appreciate you for making the 49ers Report a part of your day. I'm your host, Jay Sr. Niners. Bad loss. We'll talk about it here shortly on our post-game show.